Quiet, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show.
Let's do it. All right, everybody, it's Wednesday here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Harris Hicks in the control room. Ralph from the Weekend Warriors is here. And you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. We podcast live in our super high-tech and luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. And today is the day we're going to do our fan pick'em picks. That's right, our Harmon Solar NFL fan pick'em picks. Why? Because tomorrow we only have an hour show, and we're going to leave that for Scott, the Fantasy Football King Engel.
The King is back.
His fantasy football question.
Yes. I might have to play a little Thin Lizzy intro for him. The boys are back in town.
Listen, I tried to explain the King to Harris, and I warned Harris,
he did.
Shut your mouth, and don't aggravate the King.
Don't aggravate him. Yeah.
He'll go off on you. You know, he'll slap you so hard and fast it'll sound like a round of applause.
Oh my God!
You don't want to. You don't want to get. I get on his bad side, and I haven't. I don't even know why sometimes. So he's
yeah, you do.
He's got the knowledge, but his let's just say his snark is on a hair trigger. So I'm just saying, just read the room first, Harris. Just see how it goes. Now, we all get one good question for our fantasy football stuff. And I told him, don't argue with the Fantasy Football King. Do not argue with him. You can be right. He can be wrong. He has been wrong, but you just don't. You just don't. Ralph, help me out here. Explain, because he's on go too, right?
I haven't talked to him. I don't know. I mean, I haven't talked to him on a personal level, but I haven't talked to him about the show. We'll probably talk this week, but you can't be Harris when you'll recognize that 5-time is small town, little city, not real, doesn't get the respect of like a big city, a champion. Yeah. So you got to be careful. Yeah, he's from New York. He'll take you out. He'll take your family out. You got to watch out.
He'll tune you up a little. Yeah.
Moist One says, any chance we can get the Siege to debate the King? No, we're never having him back again.
Who is the Siege?
The Siege.
Who's the Siege?
Remember him? This is years ago.
He was like you.
Oh, my God.
Was he really? He was like me?
A little bit like you. Yeah.
No, he was. No, you got Harris' personality. Harris is way better.
Yeah, Harris has a personality.
And when I talk to him on the phone, there's no problems.
No.
When I talk to Harris. So
the phone actually works.
Is the King going to stream live with us?
Yes, he's going to come up on the video with us.
Wow.
He's going to be on the phone, but we're going to get to see him while it happens.
Wow.
I don't know who the hell's texting me, but I got to mute my phone. Hold on here. Jiminy Christmas, they are on fire.
He'll be ready to
sing on
here. Yes.
I've been told that there is a echo because, like I told you guys, didn't I say it before the show? Ralph always comes with his damn microphone on the video thing. I just turned it off. It's all good. Yeah, you did. You didn't. I just had to turn it
Maybe
off.
your producer should turn it off.
Somebody's in trouble.
Yeah, the producer. He should have done that.
No, they quit blaming me. That's you.
Aren't you the producer?
I am the producer.
I know it's a big word for you, but you're the producer.
Right?
It's
but
a
you can
big
turn
word.
your mic off.
It's a big word.
Come on.
I've yet to understand what he produces because I feel like I do a lot of work here.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what he produces. You don't call yourself producer, do you?
I mean, isn't that on the job description?
Oh, I think he does.
Nope. Board up, but okay.
Board up.
I would listen. I would love a producer. I really would.
Somebody to feed him stories, to come up with content, to arrange the show, segments, and all that kind of stuff. That'd be awesome. Jeffco would like.
I just do it myself. I
can do it if you want me to.
No, thank you. Anyway, maybe sometime in the future.
Wow.
Down the road.
Wow.
So today, like I said, we're going to have our last team in our 32 NFL teams in 32 days coming up here in a little bit. And then, of course, we've got our NFL fan pick'em picks for the Harmon Solar Fanatic contest. And then I don't know what else we got. Tons of other stuff. By the way, the Harris's Hicks picks that's Friday. Even though we only have like a hour and a half show Friday, we will already have done the NFL stuff. So Friday is when we'll do that. Unless you want to do it in the 5 o'clock hour today. But I mean, which day? What do you want to do, Harris? I can't even remember what we'd agreed.
Yeah, I prefer Fridays. I think that's going to be the move.
In that case, we're doing it today. We're doing it Wednesday.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Are we really?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
No.
okay. I'd have to come prepared.
Really?
All right, you just say SEC, and then you're done, right?
Good to
How'd
see
that
you.
work for you last weekend there, huh, buddy?
Good to see you too, Ralph.
Uh-huh.
The SEC went 14-2 last year.
Randy,
What do you mean?
Randy, I have an idea.
Yes.
You know how our voice? Am I allowed to talk about your voice guy, our voice guy of the radio station and his past?
I think so. Yeah.
Bud Latour is the name of the guy who does our, our liners, our IDs, our intros and stuff. And back in the late 90s or early 90s, he did a song called People All Are Still Having Sex.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember that song. Or was it the 80s or 90s, Randy?
I think it was the 90s. Yeah.
Sounds 90s.
Yeah. What was the name of the band, though? Did he go by Bud Latour?
Yeah, he just went by Latour. Yeah.
Latour. People are still having sex. So then I thought, what if he redid that to people can't stand the SEC? No, that just doesn't rhyme. Sex.
Can't Fish Tank do something?
I'm really kind of stretching on this. I don't know if we have anything here, but something about maybe Fish Tank has to. Well, he really reserves it for you, Ralph, and hatred of the Dodgers and the Lakers,
But I think this is special. This needs special attention.
Yeah, the SEC thing.
Yeah, I mean, it needs special attention.
Let's just put a pin in that. Think about it, and maybe anybody comes up with a good idea. We could probably have that made real quick.
You know what?
What do people usually say when they insult the SEC, Harris? What do they usually say when they insult the SEC?
I would ask Ralph. I mean,
they call them the SAC conference.
SAC?
Yeah, I've heard them called the SAC conference.
Sad sack.
The Suck conference.
The Suck conference. I've heard the Suck.
The Suck.
The SAC. The Suck.
You know, it's pretty
sack.
crazy to me.
Is it?
If the SEC goes 14-2, and people like Ralph are saying it's a down week for the.
Well, you guys are playing
that shows
Northern
where it
Arizona,
is
sure.
right now.
I have a question. Did the SEC win the championship
last year? No, that's not true.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, I would
888-368-1580.
Big Ten's better at the top. I would agree.
Were they
with
in
that.
the championship game? Is I think the question here.
Were they in the top
Big
four?
Ten and
wait, were they in
Notre
the top four?
Dame?
I don't think they were.
So I
think
would
so.
say the
Top
SEC
eight?
had the best
Were they in
win
the top
percentage
eight?
as a conference as a whole last
So you
year.
guys
Top
won
But
more-
16?
I would
They won more
agree. The
Pop-Tart
Big
bowls than
Ten,
anybody.
the Big
It's
Ten is
Wow.
better at the top. Last year, I think it.
What do you know about
The
the top?
Tyson Chicken Chunks Bowl.
I think the top three teams in the Big Ten
know
were
nothing
better
about
than the
the
top
top.
three teams
Stop
in the
talking about the
SEC. Man, I'm getting
Well, then why do you talk so much about the SEC when the Big Ten's better? You should talk about the
Because-
Big Ten more.
1 through 16. The SEC is much deeper. than
That
the
was
Big
just
10.
more of a rhetorical question.
And I
don't care
talk about
your
the Big
answer.
Ten. You know, I answer the questions here. So
It only matters about who's number
these are
one.
the types of questions that I'm getting.
You could be
Well,
truthful.
as I
uh,
told
you
Harris
see,
that
Ralph,
he's
I
not a
disagree with
producer,
that.
he's trying to figure out, well, what am I doing here? I answer the questions. That's what I do. T-Licious says, happy Wednesday, mofos. Happy Wednesday, T-Licious,
Yeah.
you 49er love. And can't wait till Sunday when the Niners beat the Fighting Osprey. Suck it, Ralph.
I
Oh,
hope
that's
they
right. 49ers are playing the Sea Pigeons.
can't wait to
So-
watch the Seahawks just run all over them.
Swazman says, Jeffrey, are you ready for some football? By the way, the computer is picking me to lose week 1 in League 2. I think I'll win the championship eventually. I can tell.
Yeah.
Make nothing of projections either way. If it's telling you you're going to lose, don't worry about it. If it's telling you you're going to win, don't believe it.
Yeah.
Use your brain and your eyes and make sure you're putting out the best team you can to compete. Right now, it has me favored of beating Randy. Ralph knows how that goes. Ralph has
gonna lose by half a
suffered at
point.
the hands of Randy's team on many occasions.
It will change. It will change this season. I guarantee it.
Yeah, quarter a point.
Fish Tank says, let me know when you got the SEC plan, and I'm on it, fellas. There you go. Fish
all
Tank
right.
with
All right.
Light Sleeper ready to
There we
produce
go.
whatever
Fish
SEC
Tank.
hatred song we come up with.
He'll cook up something good. He will. He's done a good job with the Ralph stuff.
You're not
so
going to like it.
I believe it. I think he'll cook
Oh,
up
Harris
something
has got some things to answer for right now, by the way.
Does he?
Mm.
What do I have to answer?
Did you just feel a collective anus twitch when I said that from Harris? Like, he clenched. Yeah,
Wow.
you do. I saw it. I saw it
Anus
on Twitter.
twitch.
I saw him
and,
jump in his chair. Yeah.
I wasn't going to say anything about it, but then Harris says, I saw Harris produce an awful college top 25 on Twitter that did not include ASU anywhere.
Wait,
Wow.
who said that?
Wow.
Fish Tank.
Fish Tank said that. Yeah. So
Is that true or is that a lie?
So I'll go in depth here. So
No.
Of course you
Just
will.
answer the question. Is that true or is it a lie?
it's a complex answer.
No,
because
is
the
it?
ratings-
Did you include ASU
Complex
in your top
You sound like
25?
a liberal right now. I want you to know that.
Okay. So the ratings did
No.
not. But
Did
my
you
personal
in-
rankings
Yes,
would.
no.
My personal
no?
ratings would. Those ratings
Well,
did
these
not.
are your personal ratings.
No, it's not. See, that's the thing. I constructed a betting model through a bunch of coding on my computer that comes up with certain spreads to beat the books. And it's done super well. So I'm not going to change that. And it has ASU outside of its top 25. If you did my personal rankings, that would be different. I would have ASU in my top 25.
one is his heart.
Yeah, because that's where I would be able to make it through just my mind and my own personal view, as opposed to this, which is strictly numbers in an attempt to beat the sports books and make a profit, which it has done super well.
So a non-biased
Harris-
computer said right.
A
Okay.
non-biased
Harris-
computer had ASU outside the top 25.
Which is probably
Yes.
right.
Your dad is funny. He says, amazing how much you hate the entire South of the United States. That's not true. I don't hate the South. What we can't stand is how Harris never shuts up about the SEC.
Well, he was
Never
born
had an
and
opinion
raised
before
he was
about the
born and-
SEC
He was
until
born and
Harris
raised in that
shows up
country.
and keeps talking about the
country.
SEC.
So,
He was
Jeffrey,
born in
had
that
an
country.
opinion.
I'll say this.
Huh?
You know, I only answer a lot of my talking about the SEC is people asking in the text line. And it's an important part of college football. So,
Okay,
Is it?
now first off, Harris, that's a lie because there have been plenty of chunks of college football where you've done blah 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 SEC, blah 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 SEC, blah 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 SEC, and you know it.
but
And then
I do
us
the same
calling
with the
you
Big
on
Ten.
it is why they bring it up.
Yeah, so I do the exact same with the Big Ten. People
Lawyers.
just don't ask about the Big Ten as much. If you'll ask me, hey, tell me about Penn State or tell me about I
If
don't
you
know
were
Maryland,
being a Big
I
Ten
would
homer,
gladly
we'd be
answer
hating
it.
on the Big Ten.
Can you tell us
You
about
understand
ASU?
how this works?
Yeah, I can tell you about ASU. I think
Okay.
they're a really good team. I think the running game is going to be a committee. They had
Oh.
some self-inflicted
Oh.
wounds against NAU, which
Okay.
talked about yesterday,
Mhm.
and that they need to fix going up against Mississippi State. But I love where they are. I love the coaching, and I think Sam Levitt is a phenomenal quarterback that could go first round when it's all said and done. So there you go. I'll answer a question.
I have a
about any
question,
team,
Harris.
man.
What was
What's up,
the
Ralph?
record of the Big Ten week one?
What was the record of the Big Ten?
Yeah, I'm
It
just
was-
curious because you
it
knew the
was-
SEC record.
It was the same record.
It was
as the
17 and
SEC,
1.
But you got to understand.
That was better than the SEC.
You got to understand. Didn't they lose two?
No, they were 17 and 1. But that's okay.
Are
know,
you
being,
sure?
You being from Tennessee, I get it.
Are you
Your
sure
math's
they
a
were
little
17
different.
and
yeah,
1?
yeah.
Okay.
Now, Ralph, that's not fair
Well,
because you
Texas,
know that if he took his shoes off and he can count to 17. He has the fingers and toes to do it. Unless there was some sort of combine accident. Harris, have you got all
Ralph.
your toes?
Ralph is wrong. The
No, I'm
Big
not.
Ten lost 2 games.
No, they didn't. It was
Northwestern
17-1.
lost and UCLA lost.
I'm looking at it.
Are you
It says
counting
17
week
and 1.
0?
No.
U-
Week
UCLA
one.
did lose. I
UCLA
watched
lost
part
to
of that
Utah.
game.
Yeah.
UCLA lost before they got on the field. Doesn't matter.
Oh,
so that's
now we're
one.
getting
And then-
subjective.
And then Northwestern
It's
lost.
just Ralph covering that he
It says right here 17 and 1. I'm looking at it.
I don't know what you're looking at because Northwestern lost to Tulane.
Well, my
and
computer
UCLA
is not
lost to
tainted by
Utah.
the bias of the SEC, right? It actually looks at
I
data.
think you're.
Yours is tainted by a lot of midget porn. That's what Ralph's got
Well,
going
but that's
on,
on
maybe.
the other. That's on the other.
You gotta understand too, Ralph. Like, I mean, not to be that guy, but the SEC did schedule a lot
Not
tougher
to be that
opponents.
guy.
Once you
week one.
say not to be that guy, you're absolutely
Well, I'll
immediately
credit
you got to
that guy.
understand, Auburn played Baylor, right? LSU played Clemson. Oklahoma is now playing Michigan. Tennessee played Syracuse. Alabama played Florida State. Texas played Ohio State. And like the
Jeez.
Big Ten played easier opponents week 1, and that's
Did they?
just
We didn't
Yeah.
have time for college football today. I don't know how we got on.
no.
That's
I
why
know,
we're
it's
doing
just-
that on Friday.
The conversation went this way, Jeffrey.
really doing
There's
it.
nothing I can do about it. But I'll.
It's like he's like a
I'll tell you the
spider
facts.
setting an SEC trap, just waiting for the opportunity.
Yes.
hey,
He's
Pink Eye
waiting.
says-
He's spinning a web.
Pink Guy says, question to fantasy football experts, is Travis Hunter worth drafting? Any expert advice would be appreciated. Holy crap, you're doing your draft tonight, are you?
Yes.
Okay. Is Travis Hunter worth drafting?
Absolutely.
I imagine
Yeah.
the answer is going to involve where. You know, what
right.
position are you in, and is there somebody better? If you're going to say with the first pick of your draft, no, not if it's the first pick. But I mean, what place is Travis Hunter been going, Harris? Where have you seen Travis Hunter going?
Yeah, I've seen him in about
Second
the
round?
70s. No, way later. I've seen him being drafted in like the 70s and the 60s. In terms of ADP, that's where his position's around. I think that's a pretty adequate spot because you got to factor in Brian Thomas is there too, and he had
A lot of people
heck
reaching
of a
on
rookie
Travis
year.
Hunter?
No, I think he's drafted where he should be, which is in the 70s. If you maybe reach a little in the 60s and 80s, that's fine. But anything above or below that, I
drafted
think
him.
is a little much.
I picked him
Where'd
up.
you draft him, Ralph?
I kind of look at sleeper. I don't remember. Maybe you guys.
Second round.
No.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you heard this the other day,
Uh-huh.
but Harris says I have the best draft of premier.
I heard that he was high saying that. Yes.
I think
I looked
Jeffrey
at
had
your
an
draft
awesome
and I don't.
draft.
think
And
so.
trust me,
Yeah.
he is not ass kissing at all. Harris has no sense.
I saw his
he
lips
wouldn't-
attached to your ass when he was
No,
saying.
so only because yours was a garbage draft that you're going to say that. Harris is always honest about things to his own
I
detriment.
mean, my draft I thought was phenomenal, and I'll probably win at the thing again. So I'll probably be a back-to-back champion. I mean, unless Randy takes me out by a
I
quarter
really
point.
doubt
I don't think you have any problems with me this
So
year.
I
Randy,
draft,
quit underestimating
really doubt it.
yourself.
I love
Randy,
my
your
draft.
draft wasn't bad.
What's wrong with my
That's all
draft?
that
I love
Your
it.
draft wasn't bad.
That's all
Randy.
that matters.
I have a good
I
draft.
got to take Josh Allen in the second round.
Absolutely, because it's like drafting a running back and a quarterback.
Duh.
You have to look at
Sportsman
it.
says, hey, Jeffrey, is Mr. the King going to be available for advice tomorrow? Yes, and we are going to do that at 3:18 p.m. Normally it'd be at 4 p.m., but tomorrow, since the game is earlier, that's when we're doing it. Let's see. Don Hicks, dad of Harris, says, boom. And then he says, strength of schedule will decide the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think he's still talking college football. Moving
Maybe.
on. Moist One says, Harris has come up with an algorithm that has produced the first mentally challenged AI.
Wow.
I feel like Harris could ask
Wow.
questions constantly. If he were to get on Chat GPT and keep talking about the SEC, it would be the end of AI as we know it. Harris is the only defense we have against Skynet.
Yeah. I would
Harris is
agree.
shaking his head. He knows I'm right. Oh, geez. Here's Phil. Ralph, what is wrong with Phil?
A lot
he thinks
lately.
he thinks he's involved in some bet. Harris and I have a bet about the
He's still-
Panthers.
yeah.
I say they won't get any more than 4 wins. Harris says they'll get how many wins?
I had 5.
What'd you say? 5 wins.
Yeah.
And so Phil inserts himself into this, and he's trying to like bully us into letting him be in the bet, but we don't want him in the bet.
What he's
And
trying
so
to
now
do.
every day he texts in trying to get in the bet.
What he's trying to do is find a bet that he can win because he lost to me and he owes me a high-end steak dinner now. So he's really upset. So he's trying to find a
desperate.
way to make the money,
Yeah.
right? Because he blew it on Shador
Got it.
Sanders and all the stupidity he had going on with him. So now he
Yeah.
realizes that was a mistake.
What
so
was
he's
his
just trying
bet
to
on
figure it out.
Shador Sanders?
That he'd be the starter by, I don't know, some point in the season. It's just a
Oh,
dumb
so the
bet.
bet's not over yet.
Well, there's still a
trust me, it's-
chance.
The only way it's going to work is if the plane crashes and Shador's not on it. Otherwise, he's not starting.
Oh,
Then you'd be
boy.
questioning, is there a God? Filthy Phil, here's what he says. Jeffrey, ducking my Panthers bet and hiding my nap time whiskey. Yeah, by the way, he's been hitting my whiskey bottle every weekend.
Yeah.
He says,
He's
for the
dust-
record, I've got the Colts going 3-14. Good news
Wow.
is, Jeffrey, you get to dust off the old Manning jersey next season.
Wow.
And Harris,
No.
I found the 2-for-1 special on Speedos.
Oh
Yeah,
my
there's no
goodness.
ducking a bet.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody's ducking any kind
No,
of a
I-
bet.
look,
This is
I-
about the
I'm pr-
Panthers. We barely care about the bet ourselves.
I'm pretty sure yesterday you were very explicit in saying Phil was not a part of any bet that you had going with Harris. He was not
Nope.
involved.
He doesn't listen.
Nope.
But he keeps trying to
I think he
insert
listens.
himself. I'm sorry, I did it again. To add himself onto this bet.
insert himself. Did he try to say the Panthers would win like 10 games?
Yeah.
He's doing that with
what was his 7? I think he said 7.
Oh, no, I think he went down to 6.
He's got the Titans winning like 10 or 11.
Yes, the Titans winning 10 games.
Just
I love it, Phil. Keep being you, Phil.
This happens. Wow. We've seen it with athletes when they meet a girl or they get married, they get insane. And Phil is at that point right now.
No, we've seen it happen with Harris too. It's just one of those things.
Well, he's got to go.
After you've been down that road for a decade or more, which all three of us have been with our gal for at least 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
When you get to that point, your brain comes back. So, that explains a lot. Hamilton Porter says, Shedeur is third string. You need any given Sunday scenario for him to start. And Willie Beeman, he's not. Well, it's the Browns, and the Browns are going to do Browns things, and who knows what the number 1 and number 2 are going to go through between now and whenever that bet is supposed to be over. So, Hamilton Porter, all I'm going to say about that is stay tuned. Swuzman says, Jeffrey, when are you going to bring Filthy Phil back for some guest commentary? I don't know. I don't have any plans.
If you miss him, he's on Saturdays.
Filling in.
Yeah,
that's the whole idea, that he's a fill-in. So, Moist One says, so true, but I don't know what that's about. And so there you go. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to do which one is it? Oh, that's right. 32 NFL teams in 32 days. It's our last team. We've done this faithfully day in, day out. Really shocked we've achieved this, to be honest. Really shocked. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
I would like to speak to someone in authority.
Follow us on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Search 1580 The Fanatic or link to us at 1580thefanatic.com.
Mom, where are my keys?
Why do I have to take out the garbage? I'm too sick to go to school. Quit hogging the bathroom! Stop!
If you're having a hard time living with all the noise, it's even harder to live without it. One fake fentanyl pill could cost your child their life. Learn how to talk to your kids at TalkNowAZ.com. This message is sponsored by Substance Awareness Coalition Leaders of Arizona.
If you're running late to work, speeding may seem like the faster option, but it can actually slow you down. Speeding puts you, your loved ones, and everyone else on the road at risk. It's a dangerous habit that can lead to crashes, fines, and even fatalities. Remember, speeding makes it harder to stop quickly for pedestrians, road crews, or even the unexpected. Speeding is illegal. Slowing down saves lives. For more information, visit slowdown.az.gov. This message is sponsored by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Here in Arizona, summer heat is a fact of life, but lately it's not just the temperatures that are rising. Inflation, global tensions, and economic uncertainty are heating up also. I'm Shannon Estes, president of CMI Gold and Silver. In turbulent times, doing nothing is the biggest risk of all. Smart investors always look to protect their wealth. Right now, with gold soaring past $3,000 an ounce and silver still affordable, investors are taking action. Established in 1973, CMI is the oldest precious metals bullion dealer in the U.S. We've helped Americans nationwide over the past 50 years with honest advice, secure and private transactions, and transparent low prices. We're family-owned, A-plus rated, and trusted by generations. Don't wait for the next financial heat wave to make your move. Prepare today with precious metals. Visit CMIGS.com or call us at 602-234-2300. Mention Money Radio to get a free 1-ounce silver coin on your first order. Call 602-234-2300. CMIGS.com.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
A Numbers Game features longtime radio personality Gil Alexander, who takes you on an insider's tour through the numbers and the world of analytics, featuring interviews from today's top insiders and Gil's own takes based on his understanding of sports and betting in an entertaining and comfortable fashion. Catch A Numbers Game with Gil Alexander, Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. on Arizona Sports Betting Station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Dave Wilmer here on 1580 The Fanatic. That's odd. Our YouTube feed doesn't seem to be feeding. I don't know why. Ralph, did you steal our feed? Did you steal our feed and then make our feed go someplace else?
It shouldn't have. Did mine pop on?
Where the hell's our feed?
Did mine pop on?
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Suddenly we don't have a feed that's out there. I don't know. Maybe I think we're on YouTube. I don't know. It's weird because I went over there because usually every day I have to go verify a thing and look at a thing on Twitter. And we're on the Facebook, so I guess we're on YouTube. But for some reason, we are not on the Twitter. Every now and then, there's a weird issue with the Twitter. So, oh well.
We've been having.
But I still blame you, Harris. I was going to blame Harris, but I think I'll blame Ralph. Ralph, I blame you.
Harris.
Well, that's odd. I don't know why it would be not on the Twitter. Let's see.
Well, now I blame Harris. 888-368-1580. Mr. Pink Eye says, I think the best time to do a fantasy football draft would be after week 1. Week 1's really preseason, game 4. You know, lots of players get injured on week 1 and week 2. Oh, yeah, but where's the fun in that? You know, you gotta get going with the beginning of the season. It's part of the excitement, part of the fun of everything.
That is a good point, though. I mean, after week 1, you really kind of see how each team shakes out and who's going to be a player, who's not going to be a player. So, yeah, that's actually good advice. Too bad it doesn't work, though. I mean, you have to do your fantasy draft before you start the season. Don't you? Jeffrey, did we lose Jeffrey?
Jeffrey?
We must have lost Jeffrey.
Yeah, I don't hear him.
Did we lose him?
Well, we lost Jeffrey. He's on the battery again, I think. So we'll take it from here.
2 days.
All
in
right.
a row.
So it's a day 32 of 32 teams in 32 days. And let's kick it off now as the Leapers Fork legend, as Ralph likes to call him.
Yes.
Harris Hicks has our final team. And that team would be...
All righty. Well, it's the Valley's team. It's the Arizona Cardinals.
Damn straight.
The last
They saved
day.
the best for last, Jack.
Yeah. How about this, guys? I mean, the consistency here. We started at day 1, and 32 shows later, here we are, one
We have
day
the
until
best
the
team.
NFL season.
Best team in the NFL, featured as number 1.
Best team for last. You know what? Let's just get right into it. Whatever.
All right, let's just jump right into how you break down the number 1 team in the NFL of the Arizona Cardinals.
Well, I didn't know the Baltimore Ravens were going on today, Randy. But if you want to shift it, I mean, we can talk about the Ravens since you said number 1 team in the NFL.
I think you misheard me. The number 1 team in the country is the Arizona Cardinals, the Arizona damn Cardinals.
You know,
what country is that?
I've had this weird thing with my ears going on lately. I think they're a little muffled. You said
I thought you were going to start talking about
Cardinals
the Cardinals.
Were. Oh, okay.
You know
what?
Why don't you just talk about the Cardinals, Junior, and leave all the comments to me and Jeffrey?
Okay. Okay, if you say. So quarterback, I went ahead and gave him a C+. There's a lot of, I would say, you don't think?
You
Oh, Randy's face when you said C+.
You say plus, I say minus. Go ahead.
Okay. Running back, went ahead, also gave it a C+. I think Connor's solid. I like Trey Benson. And them getting him too. I think they've got some guys that are capable, make that running back room above average.
Yeah.
Wide receiver, I gave it a B-. Higher than most people, but there's a reason Marvin Harrison.
Really?
Yes, there's a reason Marvin Harrison was, high first-round pick. Trey McBride had over 100 receptions last year. I think those two alone and the ceiling that Marvin Harrison Jr. has, he's really the key to everything for the Cardinals this season.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and gave it a B-, a combination of reliability and Trey McBride, the ceiling, and Marv Harrison Jr. Offensive line. This is one of the main questions of the team, for sure. And
offensive line is one of the questions. Okay.
It is one of the questions. And They need a lot more from Paris Johnson at left tackle because I went ahead and gave him a B+.
Okay.
Obviously, you get Jonah Williams. I think they're going to be solid there at the tackle. Oh, D+. D+.
You said D.
Oh,
D
my
as in
gosh.
David.
Did I say? Yeah, I said D.
You said B.
No, I think you had it right the first time. Go ahead,
Oh,
young
my
man.
gosh. Did I
almost
say B+?
fainted, but go ahead.
D+. I gave it on the offensive line.
D+. It's just not right.
Yep.
It's not
So went ahead and did that.
Yeah.
Front 7, C-. I think there are some questions here. It's a little bit of an older group with Calais Campbell, Dalvin Tomlinson.
Yeah.
Mac Wilson. You probably need more from him. Baron
Well,
Browning.
I don't think
is gonna be
Calais
an
is.
X-factor.
Let's go back for a second. Calais is probably not going to be like an every down guy.
Yeah.
Probably bring in a third or fourth down kind of situation.
He's listed as a starter.
Oh my God. All right, go ahead.
And defensive backs, like the receivers, there's a lot of unproven guys, but guys that I really buy into with high ceilings. I think
Okay.
Will Johnson is going to be sneaky good. I gave it a C+, and that also was higher than
Oh,
most.
really? D-backs are a C+. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, Buda Baker, one of the better safeties in football. Garrett
Don't you
Williams
mean
is solid in
the
nickel corner.
better safety of all the safeties in the NFL?
Okay. Okay. Jalen Thompson, I think he's going to need to step up for sure. So a lot of kind of middle tier or not bad, but not great. There's a lot of unanswered questions with this team. And the two guys I'm looking at for the Cardinals this season, Marvin Harrison and Will Johnson. If those two reach their ceilings, the Cardinals can actually be very dangerous. And there's a lot to like about those two. That being said, if they don't, and the rookie year they kind of fall flat on their face, and Marv year 2 doesn't get better like people expect him to, I think the Cardinals are in for a really long year.
I'm back.
Okay.
Oh, he's back, folks.
So he rated the Cardinals. It was amazing, Jeffrey, what you missed. He rated the Cardinals A+ on everything. I can't even believe it myself.
Ready team, huh?
And they're going to go ahead and hand them the Super Bowl trophy just after game
Why
one.
even have the season?
After they kick the damn Saints' ass this weekend, they're just going the trophy's going to come out on the field. I can't believe it myself. I'm stunned. I am in shock. Ralph can't even say anything. And Harris.
Well, Ralph is just a little pinhead at the bottom of his screen because he doesn't know how to aim a camera.
He's trying, Jeffrey.
Kilroy was here.
Good Lord. So he gave him the grades. So let's get Harris's prediction first. Let's get.
Can you give Jeffrey the grades real quick? Just run.
Oh,
through
I don't need it.
quarterback.
I don't need it.
Okay. Never mind.
That's fine.
Never
Everybody,
mind.
I don't want to.
You just gave him the grades, Randy. A+ for everything.
Yeah.
We don't need to bore everybody twice. So
Yeah.
go ahead, Harris. What is? Okay, well, that came out wrong.
Wow.
I don't mean Harris
That
was
was
boring
bad.
the first time.
No.
But it would be boring the second
To
time.
repeat
That's
it,
what I'm
I
trying
know
to
what
say.
you're saying.
That's what his girlfriend says, yeah.
So I'm just gonna ignore that comment. 8.5 wins.
Just call me
is-
Angel in the
That's
morning.
The
pretty good.
over/under for the Cardinals.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
were giving them 8.5 wins.
8.5
Oh,
wins.
yeah.
I went ahead and gave them 8.
Mm.
8 wins. I think there's a pretty big range of outcomes with this team. It's pretty volatile. I'm not going to say it's like Minnesota Vikings level volatile, but with Marv and Will Johnson, I think those two are good enough to really change an entire unit on offense or defense. So, yeah, 8 wins for the Arizona Cardinals. Mark it down.
All right, so now that's Harris being nice. Let's hear, Ralph being mean.
Well, I don't think they're good enough to change a tire, to be honest with you. But anyway, I would say I looked at their schedule and I see 6 wins. I mean, if they get lucky, 7, but I'm going to go at 6. They'll start off, 1-0 because they're playing the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
And then they probably wind up losing week 2 to the Panthers and they're on out. So
I'm
going
2 to the Panthers. We're going to lose. What?
Panthers think going to be better than you think. But I think you got 6 wins there.
Does Ralph win in on this bet too?
6 wins.
I'm thinking
no. There's no. I don't want any more weekend warrior intervention in
That's
our
true.
wagers
Yeah,
over here.
yeah, I get that.
Wow.
Well, okay, Goofus and Gallant time. I guess that makes Ralph Goofus. I'll be Gallant. I'm giving the Cardinals 9 wins. They have a super soft schedule.
Alrighty.
I think Ralph did not look at it as
Soft
closely as he
schedule.
should. Well, the Seahawks are on there a couple times. for
Twice,
one
and they
thing.
still can't beat them.
But listen, the whole thing with the Panthers having their number, that can't continue. That just can't. So, I'm giving them 9 wins. It'll still be the same frustration that you get from being an Arizona Cardinals fan, I think. But man, you've got some cupcakes on that super soft schedule, Randy. And I'm not trying to be mean to you, but that's what you need right now because the team otherwise it ain't playoff ready.
Yeah, I
That's
think
too bad.
You know the
because
beginning.
I is it my turn?
Oh, yeah, Randy, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know if I get a pick. I've never done this.
Don't
before.
interrupt Harris interrupting you.
Sorry, Harris. Harris, please continue. What were you going to say?
No, I was just going to echo Jeffrey's point and say that
I was only kidding. Shut up, Harris. It's Randy's turn.
Okay, Randy, go ahead.
It's Randy's turn. You can say what you need to say. Let Randy have his turn.
Well, I mean, in my heart, they're 17-0. In my heart, they're 17-0. But in my real reality thinking brain, I think they had 10 wins personally.
Oh my goodness gracious!
But that's just me. I think we split with the Sea Chickens. I think we dominate the 49ers this year because I feel like the 49ers are in a disarray, and I think we split against the Rams, and so the rest of the stuff that look, the Panthers, please, please. The Saints were
11 years in a row.
I was going to say
the Saints were 5-12 last year. Let's start with day one with the Saints. Come on now.
You better win that game.
So that's my thoughts. Go ahead, Harris. I won't interrupt you. Go ahead.
Well, go ahead. Continue your interruption of him interrupting you.
There is a big possibility that Arizona starts out the season 5-1. You get at New Orleans, Carolina, at San Francisco,
That's a
Seattle,
tough 5-1.
Tennessee, and at Indy. There's a possibility. That schedule, like Jeffrey said, is pretty easy. However, at the end, it gets harder. You get Tampa Bay, you get the Rams twice, you get at Houston, San Francisco in week 10. And so that 6 weeks is going to be really, really important for Arizona. They can't cough up games that they're supposed to win in that 6 weeks because it gets harder later on in the season. So I think we're going to find out about the Cardinals' playoff chances fairly early.
All right.
Yeah, I love how Harris tries to do a reverse SEC on the AFC South. He tries to throw the Colts under the bus along with his Tennessee Titans. The Colts are going to be better than people think, but they're still not going to be that good. But they're still not going to be that bad either. So they're not the easy rollover that Harris wants the Colts to be because he knows his Titans are. So, but as far as a bunch of the rest of your schedule, no, you got a good chance at being a 500 team, Randy. That's what I think I see.
I feel that. Yeah.
All right, so there you go. We finally did it. It's over. It's done. We've done a thing called 32 NFL teams in 32 days. That's it makes me uncomfortable that we actually succeeded with this. Just because I'm not used to this. I'm not used to this sort of
Maybe
thing.
it's the new producer that we have in Harris.
Thanks, Randy. I appreciate
Who's
the job
producing?
title. Yes. Listen, I'm going to take that quote and I'm going to frame it in the studio.
Put it over the
Poor
casting
Harris. Poor Harris, still not learning sarcasm yet.
That makes my day. I don't care. I'm taking
Today, by the way, is National Welsh Rarebit Day. Do you know what National Rarebit is?
I do not.
It's a Welsh thing. It's actually, if you're honest, it's not about rabbits, but it's rarebit, and it's basically a Welsh cheesy bread.
Oh,
kind of like that.
Oh,
yeah, they've
that
been
looks
making
good.
that since 1725. Thickly sliced bread, loads of decadent cheese sauce on top, and a big old melty, crusty kind of thing. It's really, really
Now,
good.
so
That's today.
Now, is that
Pretty
cheese on there? Is that the cheese whiz that they have in Philadelphia that they put on the
No,
cheese
this
steaks? Is that what that is?
This is in England, Randy. This is in England. This is not cheese whiz.
It's proper cheese whiz. I see.
And by the way, the bread used to be basted in wine after they would toast it. And then they would broil whatever cheese you like on top. And it was buttered and it just everything you can think of to make it nice. But Berg wouldn't care for it because they also like to put mustard on it. So not his kind of thing. But
yeah.
Tell you what, actually, it does. It does look pretty good. So, all right, we got to take a break. We come back. More of the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Listen to our live stream on your phone at 1580thefanatic.com.
Forgot something inside or picking up food from the store? Never leave a child in a car. In Arizona, heat stroke can happen in seconds. Temperatures can rise 20 degrees in just 10 minutes, making a vehicle dangerously hot. Heat stroke can happen even in the shade or when it's below 60 degrees outside. Once you park, always remember to stop, look, and lock. Visit heatstroke.az.gov to learn more. This message is sponsored by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
My name is Mary Grace. I lost my mom to Alzheimer's in 2017, and 2 months after losing her, my dad was diagnosed. The earlier the diagnosis you have, the more time you have with your loved one. With my dad, now that I know what's coming, I'm able to create memories not only for him, but for myself. Though when he can't remember, I'll remember for him.
For more information, contact us at alz.org or through the 24/7 helpline at 800-272-3900. Sponsored by the Alzheimer's Association.
As we plan for our retirement, there are 4 questions we need to ask ourselves or our retirement planning advisor. How much? How long? How safe? And what cost? Let's start with how much. That is, how much income we think we'll need each and every year for the rest of our lives, including all the activities we want to enjoy during our retirement, like travel, recreation, and entertainment. Plus the cost of housing, including repair and maintenance, taxes, insurance, and utilities, as well as the cost of health care, including expenses not covered by Medicare.
Enjoy safe, secure lifetime income of 5 to 9% for life, depending on age and deferral period, with no fee deductions and no annuitizing. Guarantees rely on the financial strength of the insurer, so let's compare free in Scottsdale. For more, visit iqannuity.com, iqannuity.com, iqannuity.com.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine, its impressive fuel economy. Still going. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today.
For well-qualified buyers, excludes S-Trim. Example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Corporation credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 8/4/25.
1580 The Fanatic.
Today, Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Just when we weren't paying attention, the Arizona Diamondbacks won the series against the Texas Rangers, Randy. They won 5-3 yesterday and then 2-0 today over at Chase Field. So we've won a bunch of series
Yeah, we have
lately.
Yeah.
I know we're not going to the playoffs or nothing, but it was nice that we whooped the asses of them Dodgers.
Yeah,
that was
a
nice series to win.
And and
Look
you
how
know,
Ralph is just pretending like he doesn't. La, 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 la.
I can't hear
I'm
you.
letting you have your moment because it's all you have.
Last night I was watching the game and they brought in this kid Jarvis in relief, and the kid actually showed some stuff. I mean, he's still a little erratic around the strike zone. He threw some 59-foot fastballs that one of them got by Gilbert, Moreno behind the plate. But he stood in there. He stood his ground. He pitched 3 strong innings and held the Rangers at bay. And the Rangers are a good hitting team. They came up. One guy just destroyed the ball, and it was foul. I mean, he hit it probably 450 feet, but thankfully it was foul. And then he ended up striking that guy out. So he's got a nasty curveball. And I'm excited about the future if we keep Jarvis on the team. Now, was it Jarvis? Is that his name? I can't think of his name here. Hang on. But as far as today goes, I didn't expect them to. I did not expect them to win this series. I really did not expect them to win this series.
They only got 4 hits off of Zach Gallen in 6 innings and no score.
Jarvis was not the guy. It was Taylor Rashi. Taylor Rashi is the kid I was talking about.
Rashi.
He's a big 6'4" right-hander, and the kid he throws. Ralph, he throws it 12-6. That's his delivery. He's like way up here.
Yeah,
and he comes down on you, man, and he just really he's got some nasty moves on that. I think it's maybe a two-seam fastball that backs up on these guys, and then he's got a nasty curveball. So I'm just really excited about Rashi, and congratulations to Diamondbacks winning today. We just keep moving on. We'll see what happens. I hope and pray the Diamondbacks do not break this core up of batters, the guys that just keep that score the runs. I hope they don't make some stupid moves this winter and have this kind of knee-jerk reaction because we didn't win something big this year, and it's been 2 years since the World Series, and we should have gotten better, and we've been getting worse. And I hope ownership doesn't start thinking that this is like an every year thing. Making the World Series is extremely hard. You never know who's going to be hot and who's not going to be hot. And I don't mean this disrespectfully, Ralph, but look at the Dodgers right now. They are struggling in a time when games are precious. They are so valuable to win, and they just can't seem to get their act together. And that's not something I expected this team to do. So congratulations, Diamondbacks. And I don't know. I just don't know what to think. I mean, Detroit's either hot or cold. They play real well. The Blue Jays seem to be solid. I thought that the Milwaukee was one of the best teams in the league. They still have one of the great records, but they've fallen to pieces. Harris pointed out that maybe I've killed their chances by calling them one of the best teams in the league. So I wouldn't doubt it, but it's crazy. It's crazy time for baseball. Yeah.
Well, it's always the crazy time right now
if you
baseball.
Look at a lot of the top teams in the league right now are struggling. It's not just the Dodgers. It's a lot of teams. The Astros are struggling.
Does that make you feel better?
It does, because all the division leaders are struggling. Every single one of them. It's really weird. I've never seen that at this point in the season before.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you guys heard the bad news. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. has a torn ACL, and that's it for him for 1 year, basically.
Yeah, 18 months.
Yeah, because that
he
takes
was
a while.
on a 1 year contract, so that's it for him. And unless they happen to pick him up and extend him, and I don't know if they will.
Probably not.
Oh, hey, Ralph, here's something to make you feel a little bit better about your Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani with his 100th home run with the Dodgers set a team record, I think. And was it how fast they got it with the team?
Less than 2 seasons, yeah.
Yeah.
And 120 miles an hour off the bat.
So why did
He's
teams
real
pitch
deal as
to
a
this
hitter.
guy? Why did teams pitch to this guy? Why did they do that? Why did they do that to themselves?
Well, because if you don't, I mean, what do you have behind him? You have Mookie Betts, you have Freddie Freeman, you have Will Smith. I mean, you have to pitch to somebody.
Nah, I don't pitch to him. 4, put him on base.
Yeah,
Let him steal a base.
Guys have done that
Who
and
cares?
then get burned after that.
Well, I mean, that's the risk you take. But 4, put
Randy
him on
doesn't
base.
want him to have home runs. That's why.
No, 4, put him on. Look. That's the strategy they did with Barry Bonds back in 2001, 2002. Every time the guy came to plate, 4, and they walk. He led the league in walks, I think, in 2001 or 2002.
Probably all of
Porter,
it.
that's a good point. He says, that's crazy. I can't remember the last time a baseball player tore his ACL. Now, I was thinking, though, it's like, does it really need to be 18 months to come back? Because what do you need the ACL for? Just running, right? I mean, you can do some of the other things.
Cutting.
It's just baseball. It's not like
he's an outfielder. He's got to make cuts just like a wide receiver would. I mean, he's tracking balls down in the outfield. He's essentially like a wide receiver. So
Yeah, also power, like getting power on hits. Like if your ACL is blown out, like you're not going to be able to get that power.
All next season he's gone, and probably half of the season after that. He'll probably come back halfway through.
Was it his right knee or his left knee? Do we know?
I don't.
I can take a look.
It was kind of freaky how it happened.
I already threw the piece of paper away. Sorry.
That's okay.
Schmitty says, hey guys, been a while. It's been great to hear you guys talk sports again, and especially football starting. Glad you're all still around. Well, we'll see about that. He says, bless you and your families. Thanks, Schmitty.
Thanks, Schmitty.
Let's see
Thanks,
here.
man.
Hamilton
Appreciate
Porter says, speaking as a medical professional, the ACL is the main joint that connects your upper leg to your lower leg. So if you want the leg to move forward, it kind of needs to be healed and strong.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Listen, that's all I needed was a definitive doctor's opinion. Thank you, Dr. Porter.
By the way, it's right
Chosen
ACL.
one.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to clarify that for Randy. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Chosen one says, afternoon, gentlemen. Have you heard the Diamondbacks got their stadium bid approved and they'll be here another 30 years?
There we go.
Excellent.
Wow.
What was the stadium bid? To fix up Chase Field or to build a whole new damn stadium?
Renovate Chase. Yeah. Mhm.
Awesome.
Okay. I mean, that's better than a whole new stadium.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
by the way, Chosen one, the problem with the Harmon Solar NFL fan pick'em picks thing has been fixed. There's some confusion on that, but the people at Pool Host made sure it's all working. So Harris, make sure you join that thing. You got to get your picks in there.
Yep.
All those picks got to be done before Thursday, and we do our picks tomorrow. We're doing our picks today. We're doing our
today.
picks
Next hour.
in the
Yeah.
next hour. So normally it's on Thursdays. Anyway, Average Joe says, sorry, I've been away for a while. Did Harris ever do that pitching challenge where he thought he could throw 70? Nope, not yet. Just still waiting.
I got to do that.
I don't know what he's if he's exercising or working out, but he's been putting it off.
We can have you come out to the college and you can throw with the team.
Where's the
Mogunya in Surprise?
Okay.
Down the street and around the corner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not far from where you are. We can have you
okay.
go out there one day and we'll set up the radar and we'll see what you got.
That would be fun. I would
For them, yeah.
Sure
I
you
mean,
get the
Got to get it on
this thing,
video,
right?
Ralph.
when the
Make sure-
volleyball
yeah.
girls are throwing harder than you, it'll be real fun. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Ralph. Don't
Invite them.
underestimate me.
Oh, they're gonna get invited.
My ERA in the gay baseball league is better than you think. Just saying.
You know what? We'll do it on Pro Day when the Rangers and the Royal Scouts are there.
Hey, because if
Oh.
you do throw more than 70, you'll want them to see that.
When's this pro day?
Oh, it's coming up. I'll let you know.
Let me know. I'll be there. I'll be there no matter
That would
what.
be-
Hamilton Porter says the ACL is like the UCL of your leg. So think Tommy John surgery for your knee.
Yeah. And if it's his right knee, like Harris told me,
Why
him
don't they
being
do
a
Tommy John surgery for a knee?
well, essentially that they do. They get a piece
Oh.
of your ligament from another part of your leg, and they graft it in. That's how they do it. Sometimes they'll
Well, what
take
if I need that part.
sometimes they'll take another ligament from your elbow or your arm and graft
Can
it
I
into
just get
the
one
knee.
from a cadaver?
Maybe.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I'd just
they
rather get it
I'm
from
sure
a
they
dead
do
guy
that,
than had.
but-
Don't be cutting into me all in more than you need to.
Mm.
You know. Baker's Cocky Hen says, tuned in to hear Rashi having great stuff and we'll go down on you. Happy hump day indeed. I think he. I don't think that's what he meant, but
don't think I
yeah, I
ever
don't
said
think he
go
meant-
down on you.
Yeah.
Did I say that?
Yeah. I don't know. Moist one says the only way they trade Ketel Marte is if his teammates hate him right now. Corbin Carroll's untouchable.
Well, you say that, but the president
Nobody
of the
is.
baseball team came out and said everybody, even if the price is right, Ketel Marte is tradable. Everybody is tradable. So that's a great president of baseball just to come out and announce to the world that nobody on the team's job is safe, and it doesn't matter who you are or what you've done for this team. We don't want you. We want to get new players in here and get a better team.
I don't think Marte is a Diamondback next year.
Really?
I really don't. I
Huh.
think
That'd be
I
a
think-
shock.
I think he'll be gone.
I'm starting to agree with you. The more and more as days goes on, yeah, I feel
be
like
gone.
that could totally
Yeah,
happen.
by the
I mean,
way,
all the guy does is get up there and hit. That's all he does.
Full discretion, Harris put in to be traded to Family Life Radio, and we've rejected that idea. We're not
Family Life
What's
Radio.
Family Life Radio? I have no idea
We're
what
not-
that is.
We're not sending them over to the most boringest of Christian stations you can find.
KFLR.
We're not gonna.
What
we're
they
not
offer
gonna-
you
we're
in
not gonna,
return, a first round
honor
pick,
that trade.
some
Cash
draft capital.
considerations is
Yeah.
what they offer.
Like ever since James Dobson died, we don't know what to do.
Wow.
Or is he? He died, right? Or is he?
Yes.
Or is he still alive? I just assumed, to be honest.
That is so left field, man. Jeez.
Yeah, I know. Sharp
Wow.
Cat
This is a good
says
one.
there's a good chance the Cardinals could go 1-10 the last 11 games. There is not a good chance, Sharp Cat. Even Ralph's not going to say that. Random Texter says, I seem to remember a Cardinals team that went like, what was that, 9-0, and then they lost the rest of their games, finished barely above 500 a few seasons back. They do seem to have a theme, yeah, but it's not always going to be the same thing, man. Clammy Goose says Harris will top out at 67 miles an hour at best.
Harris, let me give you a tip.
If he gets to 67, I'm impressed. To be
I'd be
honest.
impressed at 67. Yeah.
You have Ralph show you one of the weighted balls that the pitchers throw, and warm up with that. Yeah, that'll help you. That'll loosen the old arm up. If you don't blow out your elbow,
Ralph, does the pitch have to be accurate?
Well, I know it's not going to be.
Yeah, that's what
I was going to throw him a 9-ounce ball without telling him just to see what would happen.
Oh.
Goes like 30 miles an hour.
I'd be like, look, man, I got the 30.
Make it official. Got to be the right weight, the right everything.
It'll be
He said he could do
5
70.
But Randy's very smart because that's how the pitchers train is they have heavy balls. They train with the heavier stuff, working their way to the lighter stuff. Then they do a 3-ounce ball to really get themselves pumped up, and then they go to 5.
How many opportunities do I have here? How
You better
many
start training.
opportunities?
That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, where do I even train? All right, I got to figure this out. Okay.
Moist one wants to know more about these heavy balls.
Oh,
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I knew it.
Pack
Oh,
of
you
6,
just
Moist one.
knew
A
it.
pack of 6.
Yeah. All for you.
Harris's dad says Carson Palmer received ligaments from an organ donor when he was with the Bengals.
yeah,
So
Yeah,
they
they-
do get them from dead guys.
yeah.
Unless,
You get
like, can you get a fan just as like, can we get some of your ligaments? You know, you seem pretty limber.
Yeah,
Can I get some of your ACL, your UCL? Can we get some of that?
sure. Yeah, why not?
I'll give you. We'll get you some good seats.
And you
know,
see this
for next
guy up
season.
there is like a puppet up in the stands because he has no more ligaments left.
No control of any joints.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's like a balloon.
Too bad
guy.
Carson Palmer. No, I'm just gonna leave it there. Too bad Carson Palmer. All right, everybody. That's 1 hour down and 2 to go. We're gonna do our Harmon Solar NFL fan pick 'em picks when we come back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Don't be fooled by the people you meet on social media. It may start as an innocent conversation, but anyone who tries to sell you pills is nothing more than a drug dealer. And if you think tiny pills can't do much harm, think again. Fentanyl can end it all. Know the truth about fentanyl at learnmoreaz.org. Don't be fooled. Don't be faked out. Visit learnmoreaz.org. Sponsored by Substance Awareness Coalition Leaders of Arizona.
Are you looking for career opportunities with great benefits and job growth? How about the chance to make an impact? What we do here at the City of Phoenix matters. 14,000 employees and counting, all dedicated to making a difference in the communities where they live, work, and play. So come join us. Help us do work that makes Phoenix work. You can see all open positions and apply at phoenix.gov/jobs. This message is sponsored by the City of Phoenix.
Hello, I'm Shannon Estes, president of CMI Gold and Silver.
And I'm her husband, Johnny Estes, VP of CMI Gold and Silver.
My father, Bill Haynes, founded CMI Gold and Silver in Phoenix in 1973. We are the oldest precious metals bullion dealer in the U.S. As a family-operated business, we educate first, giving our clients the power to make informed buying and selling decisions.
We offer low prices because Bill instilled in us the desire to get the most bullion into the hands of the American people for the fewest paper dollars. Visit our website for an abundance of information at cmigs.com.
Although we may be new to you, my father was one of the pioneers of the bullion precious metals industry in the U.S. He began selling only 100-ounce silver bars in the early 1970s until Americans' right to own gold was restored in 1974.
Visit our website, cmigs.com, and get to know us or call and chat with one of our non-commissioned brokers at 602-234-2300. That's 602-234-2300, or visit cmigs.com.
Steve Jurich here. After working in financial services for over 20 years, I finally confirmed what investors really want, including me. And it's simple. All they're asking for is 20% annual return with no risk at 100% liquidity. Here's the problem. A money market is safe and liquid, but offers almost zero yield. Mutual funds and ETFs are liquid with upside potential, but aren't safe. A carefully selected next-generation index annuity through IQ Wealth may offer 10% ample liquidity, principal protection, and a lifetime income yield potentially double to triple that of quality bonds. By yielding more income using fewer dollars, our system allocates more money for you for capital growth. It's a winning combination.
Call leading annuity authority Steve Jurich now. 480-902-3333. Guarantees rely on the claims-paying ability of the insurer, so compare with Steve. 480-902-3333. Call Steve now.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Mountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
Quiet, people, settle down.
Because it's time for what? Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender, and your good friend, radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Harris Hicks in the control room. Hey, look, it's Ralph from the Weekend Warriors, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580. We broadcast live in our super-duper luxurious and high-tech studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. And, yep, we are 24 hours away from the start of our first NFL broadcast of the year. The Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday Night Football. So what we're doing in this hour is our Harman Solar NFL Fan Pick'em Picks. But first, we just found out about something that's going to really piss a lot of people off. So I wanted to make sure we shared it immediately while you're driving to make sure you got good and angry.
Okay.
Wow.
Maybe I shouldn't do this.
I want to hear this.
No,
People are going to be
well,
angry.
this only matters if you care about the NFL Red Zone. Scott Hansen came out and says, yeah, it is true. The Red Zone will have commercials this season.
Boo.
No more 7 hours of commercial-free football. They're going to have ads. So how do we feel about that?
It's just anything Disney gets their hands on. In a lot of instances, it just gets worse. Yep. And
You
this
watch Red
sucks.
Zone?
I do.
No, I don't.
actually.
I don't care.
I don't watch it either.
I watch it. I watch it. Yeah.
I like to watch a whole game. I like to watch
Yeah,
the
me too.
story from front and end. I don't need just the highlights of when somebody is about to score or something.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of the younger people love the Red Zone so
Yeah.
very, very much. So this is
Yeah,
what
I
you
don't-
get.
Yeah,
You get ads.
It ticks me off because it's just ESPN's attempt to be like, oh, you know, like we have this product that's really good, but it could be making a lot more money. And we don't care what the people want. No, we don't care. We want to make as much money as possible. So we're going to pump a lot of commercials into this thing.
Well, yeah.
It's a part of the game.
They paid
I
a lot.
know,
They
but
paid a
it's
lot of money.
aggravating.
They paid a lot of money for the right to have Red Zone, and by God, they're going to make that money back with interest.
But you know
Yeah,
what?
well
it's
said.
theirs to do with. They have a right. It's not
They do have a
up
right.
to us.
They do have a right.
It's
It's
just
just
it is up to us whether we watch or not.
It's just not gonna
This
be
one
as cool.
says Red Zone commercials. Damn libtards.
Yeah. Well,
I think he was just trying to be first ahead of Ralph.
Yeah.
I think I want to make sure he got a chance to say that first.
I wasn't even thinking libtard, but I like it.
Random texter says, leave it
course
to
he
the
does.
4-letter network to mess another thing up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
absolutely true.
Yeah.
They're good at
And now that they're in bed deep with the NFL, expect more nonsense
Right.
as we go.
And possibly the MLB too.
Well, I mean, that's what happens in bed. Nonsense, right? I mean, kind of fooling around. I mean,
You could
am I
say.
right about that? Or
Yeah.
I sleep.
Okay.
Silver Pop says, I thought Scott Hansen was busting guys with the Harris mustache. Had no clue he was reporting for the NFL.
I can't see Harris with that lighting effect he's got
I
in,
know,
in the
that's
control
horrible.
room. It looks like he's
in
from
an
another
80s,
dimension.
video.
So it's the glare out here. The blinds are shut. I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, you can run your hands whatever direction they're going. Run your hands; it'll close
You just
them
want me to have it
automatically.
up like this the whole
Yeah,
time?
you just
Like,
no,
just
you
like
you
this?
run your hands down the blinds. It'll close them.
They're
It'll
closed.
close them. Yeah, no, run your hand. Never mind.
They are exactly closed. And
Here,
running
you're
my
from
hand.
Leapers Fork. Run your
They are
hands
clearly closed, Randy.
against the
Just as
the
closed as my
blind.
blinds are.
The blinds are. Oh my goodness. they're clearly closed, Randy, there's nothing I can do.
I didn't work in there for a few years, so I wouldn't know anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Baker's Cocky Hen says, I thought the Disney buyout of NFL is over a year away. I don't think ESPN is one to blame on this one, but I'll climb on anyway. You suck, Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
There
a
you
good
go.
point. Is it has it taken hold yet? Maybe it's just whoever's running Red Zone's decided this. But I'll tell you what, if the Red Zone was owned by, say, the NFL and the ESPN is going to get it next year, I am sure there was conversation between the NFL and the ESPN on how things should be. So they probably do have an influence on them selling ads. So just saying.
It's coming this season. Red Zone's going to be on.
Is this season that the ESPN's running it?
It's this season. It's going to be on ESPN.
Hamilton Porter says, called me scared for my entire life of trauma, but I have a feeling I should be worried about my Lions this year. Yeah, you should be. I think that's completely realistic that you'd be worried about your Lions. You lost your two amazing coordinators, and Dan Campbell's like, I don't know what to do. So anybody's guess how well these new coordinators do.
You know, I think Detroit, the thing about Detroit is they have kind of a tough schedule, but this is one of the best rosters top to bottom in the whole NFL at every position. And the dudes they got in the draft, Isaac Tesla, Tate Ratwidge, I love those picks. Top 10 defense last year. Add Tyleek Williams and DJ Reed. I think the Lions will still be very good. Maybe not Super Bowl winning, NFC winning, but they can. They're going to be up there for sure.
Cardinal Art says, just hear from my Suck It Ralph and a cold brew, please.
Oh, well, sure.
Give that man a beer, would you? Somebody was texting in and they were saying nice things about the Weekend Warrior, and I've lost track. Did I read that?
Funny how that happens. It just disappeared.
It's darndest
thing.
Just completely disappeared.
No, I had it on the screen, and I don't know what happened
Just
here.
fluttered off.
Hold
You
on
probably
here,
can't
I'll
see it
find
because of
it.
the blinding
I
blindness.
found it. I found it.
Okay.
Regal Beagle says, I can't stand Phil and his dumb LeBron takes Monday through Friday. However, he works on the weekend, and it's a great show, Ralph. Love the vibe of the Weekend Warriors on Saturday morning.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And keep texting it.
Just kidding. Suck it, Ralph.
And thank you.
No, I just added that.
I know.
I didn't want you to have happiness.
You can't have happiness.
I just wanted to take that away.
The number one
At
show
least
on
for a moment.
Saturdays.
Sure.
When are you moving to Sundays, Ralph?
We're not moving this year. We're going to stay.
Oh,
Saturday.
okay. All right.
Baker's Cocky Hen says if Harris was a dog, he'd be a Chihuahua.
Yeah. I see
I don't
that.
think so.
Because they don't ever shut up. They just
Jack
yap, yap,
Russell
yap.
Terrier.
Jack
Russell
Yeah,
Terrier.
Jack Russell. Yeah.
That's more his energy.
I don't know.
You know,
I for a
he's
like
at least friendly. I don't know
like-
if he's potty trained, but he's
like a-
friendly.
I think he's like a basset hound.
Not trying to toot my own horn, but I've been potty trained for about 19 years now. So 20,
Wow.
21 years about.
I
So,
wanna
But I'll
keep that
tell
to
you,
yourself.
not trying to
when
brag.
Harris talks, I do want to roll up a newspaper. It's just an instinct. They just comes in. Bad Fish says the Lions offense should be fine. One of the best duo running backs, tight ends, solid. So are the receivers.
Watch this be the year they go to the Super Bowl because everyone's off them, right? They're not the
Well,
media
we're off
darlings
them
anymore.
because losing some stellar
I get it.
coordinators. We can get right back on them as soon as we see how well these new guys do. You get a couple of games in, you'll know what kind of coordinators they've got,
Right.
and then we may have to revisit the win-loss totals we gave them during 32 NFL teams in 32 days.
Right. The Lions are going to be so interesting this year because we're going to find out a lot about Dan Campbell.
We talked about that when
Yeah.
we did that bit. We did talk about how the Lions could either be this or that. We just don't know.
Yeah, I think Detroit is going to be more than fine. My prediction. It's just too good of personnel for them to slump off. And those two rookies that I mentioned, I think are going to be huge for them too. So they got better in the draft.
I don't understand this thinking, but Hamilton Porter says, I don't care if we win. I just want to see the Lions in a Super Bowl before I die. You got to care if you win. If my Colts get to a Super Bowl, I want them to win. I don't go, nope, they're there. That's all I need. Hell no, Hamilton Porter.
Yeah.
The Diamondbacks went to a World Series not too long ago, They got their asses handed to them.
Yeah.
That wasn't good. That didn't make me feel good. I want to see my team get a championship. You should, I've learned this. I was hanging out with this guy, Tony, and he was just like, "Oh, positive thinking, positive this," and I says, "Okay, you toothy bastard, can I give me some space?" And he was like, very close talker, this Tony Robbins guy, and then he's just like, "Just think positively. The Colts can do it." And I'm like, seriously, could you sit over there? Could you just? He's a very large man, and he's kind of scary. I had to leave. But the point is positive thinking, Hamilton Porter. Positive thinking.
Yeah, but when your team has never, and I remember this, when your team's never been there, and then you finally get there, you love the attention they get for those 2 weeks, right? You know, all the hey, they're there, they're coming off the plane, there's this, that, and people love that. You start saying, I want them to win, but I don't care.
That's a Jack Russell. Wow, that's a fat Jack Russell.
That's a Jack Russell.
Chubby little guy.
Oh, actually, you know what that is? Hamilton Porter's dog says, "Here you go. It's my funky ass Jack Russell combined with a Basset Hound. That is a half Jack Russell, half Basset Hound. What's your dog's name, dude?
Never seen that
mixed up
combination.
Jack Hound.
Say hi to your dog for me." Random Texter says, yes, Hansen is changing his opening statement. Now 7 hours of red zone football starts now instead of 7 hours of commercial-free football starts now.
Tragic.
Man, oh man.
I mean, it's going to be good and it's going to hit, but it's not going to hit like it used to.
It's just a precursor of what I said not too long ago.
Yeah,
I said ESPN is grooming everybody to accept the paywall, to accept getting the app.
Dear God, we have to all go to Epstein's Island now?
Well, no, to accept the app. Get on the app. Everybody see the hard push they're doing on the 4-letter network about the app this, app that. It's a whole new thing. You can watch live games, blah, blah, blah. I think ESPN Plus will go away. The app will be a one-stop shop, and you'll have to pay a subscription. And I don't think they'll be on cable or DirecTV or anything else. I think that's the only way you'll watch ESPN. And for some of that, I'm thankful because then you won't watch these idiots on there pretending to be Sports Center anchors. I'm just saying.
I'm just kind of sad right now because I just realized nobody's ever tried to groom me.
No, there was that one
Why
time.
not me?
There was that one time I tried to, and then you slapped me.
No, well, you were trying to comb my mustache. I didn't need that.
I was trying to groom you.
He's tried to do that to me too, but that's
Hamilton Porter says a lot are going to hate this, but he is named Bo after the Michigan coach.
Why
not Bo Jackson?
Yeah.
Just, you know what? You do you, pal. You do you. Should we start this? I think we probably should start this. Because a lot of times, Harris, this is the first time he's been a part of the Harmon Solar NFL Pick'em Picks. It takes the better part of an hour.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Okay. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody has an opinion, I suppose. But here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for your Harmon Solar NFL Fan Pick'em Picks. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with the games that are broadcast here on 1580 The Fanatic. Thursday night football, game uno of the season. Dallas Cowboys traveling to the world champions Philadelphia Eagles house in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
What's the name of that stadium?
Lincoln Field?
Lincoln Financial.
Lincoln Field.
Who cares? Who really cares? So, all right, here we go. First game, Randy. Eagles at home against Dallas, a Micah Parsons-less Dallas. What do you say?
I think that the Dallas Cowboys are doomed to have a terrible season this year. I think the world champion Eagles at home will prevail. They will make Dallas look bad. This is not going to be close. Give me Philadelphia by 21 easy.
Ralph?
This is a horrible first game. I'm surprised it's on the schedule. This is terrible.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Philly swept them last year like 75-13 in scoring.
Yeah.
This is going to be ugly.
They want the ratings that Dallas is going to bring them.
But because only the first week that Dallas fans might watch the game. Then after that, they're going to be off. So
you might be right.
Dallas is going to be that bad this year. I agree with you,
especially
Andy.
this season.
This is an ugly game. It's at least 2 touchdowns in the Eagles' favor, so I take the Eagles.
Yeah, easy all the way on the Eagles. I mean, there can't be any sort of a doubt right now. It's not that the offense of the Cowboys is totally inept, but it's not enough, and their defense took a huge hit. So, all right, Harris, what kind of a chance can you give Dallas to make this a good game?
I think the way that Dallas wins, there's one way. So Philly lost Darius Slay in the offseason. You look at their starting corners right now. You have Dory Jackson and Quinyon Mitchell. Keely Ringo is going to be kind of an X factor for them. So they're a little thin at corner. Dallas's strength is their receivers, CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. The way that Dallas wins this game is it turns into a shootout because, let's be real, you ain't winning by that defense. That defense gave up a heck of a lot of points last year. Turns into a shootout, and those receivers just keep winning, and Dak delivers them the balls that they need to get. So that's the only way. That being said, look at everywhere else on the roster. Philly just wins. Like, this is the most complete roster in the entire NFL, other than maybe Detroit, or you could say Tampa Bay. I'm going to say Philly covers the -7. I got them at 6.5 because it was early in the week. That line's moved up. I'm looking at it now to 9. I think that's a little much. I'm taking the Eagles.
Harris, this isn't a betting segment.
Oh,
So
okay.
This is where you're going to run into trouble. Now, you want to mention in passing, go ahead, but don't get deep in the woods on the betting part. Let me
I
tell
won't
you,
get deep.
Where Harris is going to have a problem picking. Anytime somebody is gambling thinking, suddenly their picks are value picks. Remember old Horse Killer used to do that too. I'm taking them the values.
Horse Killer.
Dude, it either is or isn't. It's a win or a loss. This is not about the spread. This is not about your bets. This is about who is going to win. And in this case, we all agree it's the Philadelphia Eagles. So Harris, you've got to really put the betting part out of your brain and just pick a winner on this one. Now, I'm not saying don't go home and do your bets because we all know you're going to anyway. You degenerate. But for this, it's about the picks. So let's go on to Friday Night Football. That's right. In Brazil, Kansas City Chiefs are visiting their rival, the Los Angeles Chargers. I just said that to be funny. I did. They're not rivals. Come on. And Harris, will start with you. How can the Chargers make this a good game? Or is the Kansas City Chiefs, after that bad performance in the Super Bowl, looking like a team that's not probably going to go to the Super Bowl again?
Yeah, I'm going with the upset here. And this is a team I've been high on in the Los Angeles Chargers the entire offseason. And my reasoning is, look at the Chargers last year. They won 11 games. They were 27th in the NFL in yards per carry. Not a lot of people know that because they were at the top 10 in the league in rush play percentage. So what does that tell you? It tells you that Harbaugh didn't necessarily have the personnel to do what he wanted to do. What did they do in the draft? They went and drafted that kid from North Carolina, Marion Hampton, freakishly good combine, really, really good player. I think we're going to find out a lot about him. And I didn't even talk about the defense. Top 3 in least points allowed last year. You talk about the Slater injury. I think they're going to be just fine at left tackle because they got Joe Alt, a kid that's, all-pro, Pro Bowl caliber guy. He's going to be sliding in that role. I think the Chargers pull off the upset here and make a statement early.
Well, here's my statement. You're high because there's no way the Chiefs are going to lose to the Chargers on a big stage like Brazil. Travis Kelce is coming back fit. You don't ever underestimate Andy Reid and his mustache. I say the Chiefs will win this one. Now, I'll give you credit if the Chargers make a game out of it. I'm impressed. What do you say, Ralph?
And the Chiefs are an elite Week 1 team, right? 6-1 in the last 7 years.
Yeah, they always have been.
5-2 against the spread, good hire, so you know that.
Thanks, Ralph.
But you're welcome. I'm with Jeffrey on this. I don't see how the Chiefs lose this game. I would be shocked to see the Chargers put something together to win this game. It's not going to happen. Just take the Chiefs.
What do you say, Randy?
Well, I mean, it's year 2 under the khakis, and he's going to come out with a new attitude. He's going to come out with a new game plan. He's been in the office now for a year. All that Michigan stuff is behind him now. He's been charged 10 years show cause in college football. He says, the hell with that. I'm going to NFL, and this is going to be a great year for the Los Angeles Anaheim Sparklers of Orange County. And I believe that they're going to put up a good game, but not against the Kansas City Chieftains. I have them going to Brazil, enjoying a nice vacation there after their training camp and winning this game.
All right, there you go. So, all right, we have to take a break. When we come back, we'll jump right back into our Harmon Solar NFL fan pick'em picks. So, Harris, understand, you can say what your betting pick is if you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't get too into detail.
Sure.
Just say what it is and let's move on with our lives. If
Okay.
you want to circle back around to it later on, we can do that. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to take the entire joy of this out for you because I know you're sitting there going, well, if it's not gambling, well, how am I supposed to I saw that look in your face.
Hey, that's not true. That's not true. I still have a lot of joy in it. I
Maybe
enjoy
if
this.
it weren't all those damn lines on your face, I
Oh,
could
yeah.
read your
Yeah.
face correctly.
Yeah.
Just saying, maybe fix it. It's the Daily Blender here on Fix.
Yeah.
Mhm.
1580 the Fanatic.
Maybe fix my mouth. 1580 the Fanatic.
Get our free app and listen to the Daily Blender everywhere you go. Get it today, wherever you get your favorite apps.
You buckle them in, but are they really protected? In Arizona, child passenger safety starts with the right car seat. Double check that your child is in the proper seat based on their age and size, and that it's correctly installed. The wrong fit or a loose seat can put your child at serious risk. Need help installing your car seat? Certified technicians can help for free. Learn more at gohs.az.gov. This message is sponsored by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Hello, I'm Shannon Estes, president of CMI Gold and Silver.
And I'm her husband, Johnny Estes, VP of CMI Gold and Silver.
My father, Bill Haynes, founded CMI Gold and Silver in Phoenix in 1973. We are the oldest precious metals bullion dealer in the U.S. As a family-operated business, we educate first, giving our clients the power to make informed buying and selling decisions.
We offer low prices because Bill instilled in us the desire to get the most bullion into the hands of the American people for the fewest paper dollars. Visit our website for an abundance of information at cmigs.com.
Although we may be new to you, my father was one of the pioneers of the bullion precious metals industry in the U.S. He began selling only 100-ounce silver bars in the early 1970s until Americans' right to own gold was restored in 1974.
Visit our website, cmigs.com, and get to know us or call and chat with one of our non-commissioned brokers at 602-234-2300. That's 602-234-2300, or visit cmigs.com.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills, or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
2025 NASCAR Championship Weekend.
October 31st through November 2nd. Experience the thrill of NASCAR racing at Phoenix Raceway. October 31st, it's the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Championship. November 1st, it's the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. And it all culminates with the NASCAR Cup Series Championship on Sunday, November 2nd. This event will sell out.
Go to PhoenixRaceway.com for more.
Don't miss the NASCAR Championship Weekend at Phoenix Raceway.
Get your tickets now.
Weekdays at 6 a.m., broadcast veterans Dave Ross and Jensen Lewis share their insights, break down games, and analyze the data to give you an edge. By the Books takes you inside the numbers, showing you what you should look for to help you make the most of your sports betting decisions. By the Books with Dave Ross and Jensen Lewis. Weekday mornings at 6 a.m. on Arizona's sports betting station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today, Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Hefty Lefty thinks there is a path for Dallas to win over the Philadelphia Eagles tomorrow. He says Dallas wins if Brandon Aubrey goes for 27 fantasy points.
I don't know if they do. They're not going to have to be. They can't kick any field goals or settle for field goals to win that game. Because I think that offense might run the scoreboard up on them. But you never know. It is week 1, and it is the National Football League, so anything can happen.
So here on 1580 The Fanatic, we got the Thursday night football. We have Friday night's Brazil game. And then, of course, on Sunday, we got a couple games there, too. Sunday afternoon here on the big radio station, we've got the Texans and the Rams playing. So let's talk about that game right there, Ralph, Mr. SoCal. So the L.A. Rams in your division as well as in Randy's division. And then, of course, you look over there at the Houston Texans with their cool coach, D'Amico Ryans. And all right, so how do you feel about this game? I imagine you're just going to be all over the LA Rams, right?
No,
you're ninth or 10th team. How many teams do you have now?
I have 2. So, what scares me about the Rams is how Stafford's been dealing with that back all camp, and he hasn't done a whole lot.
That's the big one, yes.
Right. So this is the uncertainty of this game, right? What's he going to look like? Is he going to be good because he's rested and he's feeling better? Because, he's a pro. He doesn't really need much of camp. He can come in and
are you
play.
talking about Jimmy Garoppolo, or are you talking about Matthew
talking about
Stafford?
We're talking about Stafford.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because it sounds like you're talking about Jimmy Garoppolo, because I think there's a chance Stafford don't play.
Well, they're saying he's going to play. So as of right now, they're
say a
saying
lot
he's
of
playing.
things.
If he plays with the defense that they have, the running game they have, we got Puka and those receivers. I like the Rams' chances. CJ's coming off a slump last year. He didn't have his best year. His running back is out. Mixon's out. They've got Nick Chubb stepping in. I'm not a big fan of Chubb. He's all right. But I think that's going to hurt them a little bit. They've had a couple of receivers dinged up in practice this week. So I'm leaning Rams. I'm going to probably go Rams as long as if Stafford doesn't start, you have to take the Texans. But as long as the Rams have Stafford behind them center, that's where I'm leaning in this game.
All right, Randy, your division 2. So what are your thoughts? I know you're not a big Rams fan, but it is the Houston Texans.
Well, I am a big, let me say this, and it'll probably shock everybody, but I am a big Matt Stafford fan. I think he's a great guy. I always have liked him. I've liked the way he's gone about his work. He doesn't complain. He just goes out and plays, man, whether it was with Detroit or with Los Angeles. So I will say this, though. Houston has a hell of a defense, and they're going to be getting after it. And this is the first game out of the box. I know it's in Los Angeles, which I think gives this team even more of a reason to go out and steal one in L.A. against the Rams. I'm not saying Matt Stafford's not going to play. I'm not saying that Matt Stafford is going to play. I'm just saying I don't think it matters who's back there. I think that Houston defense is going to be big. And I think CJ, like you mentioned, Ralph, CJ had a bad season. I think he's hungry to have a good season this year. And I look for Houston to win this game. It's probably going to be close. It might be a 7-point or 3-point victory, but I feel like Houston will win this game.
Harris, I'll give it to you in a language you'll appreciate. The Rams are favored by 3.5. Who do you got?
Yeah, I'm taking Houston. And my reasoning, I'll take Houston money line too. And on the upset, my reason being is the Texans, Randy, you talked about it. Their defense was very good last year. Top 10 in least points allowed. And it was extremely young. Guys like Will Anderson, Henry To'oTo'o, Derek Stingley. They got CJ Gardner-Johnson the offseason, Lassiter. It's one of the younger defenses in football. So I expect them, especially with a defensive-minded coach like D'Amico Ryans, to take that step up from maybe good defense to possibly great defense. And what was holding the Texans back last year? It was probably the sophomore slump that CJ Stroud had. So Houston, knowing this, did a lot in the NFL draft. They took Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel, the 2 Iowa State receivers who were studs. They went and signed Christian Kirk, and they got a lot more explosive. And, Ralph, I have to disagree with you. I'm a big Nick Chubb guy. I think he's going to help a lot with that run game, make it easier for CJ Stroud. I think they got a little bit stronger at left tackle, too, with Ursary. And, man, Houston, I think with that Matt Stafford uncertainty, is going to win this game. I just think they're the more complete team in a lot of different areas to combine that as well.
I'll echo the same thing that Randy said. Doesn't matter if it's Garoppolo. Doesn't matter if it's Stafford. Rams will win this game. I'm sorry. I mean, it'll be a good game. And like I said, I got nothing against their coach, but Yeah, I feel like the Rams, they still have the weapons needed. They'll go ahead and take this one. Moving on to Sunday Night Football here on 1580 The Fanatic. You got the Buffalo Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens. This is the game of the week. This is the best game of the week, at least on paper.
Yeah.
So, Harris, on paper, you got the Bills, you got the Ravens. You got to be thinking Bills, right? You got to be thinking Bills. I mean, they are favored by, am I reading this right? By 6.5?
No.
No.
That's not
3.5.
It's
like 1.5.
Like 1.5.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. My little piece of paper, it's by 0.5. I think that's what it is. By half a game. I don't know. You tell me, because I can't read my paper.
Yeah. So Baltimore last year got a new defensive coordinator in Zach Orr, and they took a step back. Now they were still at top 10, least points allowed. They were 8th, but 2 years ago, they were 1st. They were the best defense in football. I think when you're year 2 to year 1 and a coordinator makes a vast difference. You're no longer just learning the defense in general. You're learning a lot more obscure concepts, and you get to get a little cute with it in your play calling and a little bit obscure. So I think that makes a difference. I think Baltimore is able to get a lot better in that year 2 leap in that defense, and that offense is still good. They have a lot of weapons around them. The difference between Baltimore and Buffalo is I think that Baltimore has surrounded Lamar Jackson with a plethora of great weapons. If you look at this Buffalo roster critically, outside of Josh Allen, who truly is that star? Because the secondary, they had some issues too. They were 24th in third down defense last year. Not very good. So when that secondary was tested, a lot of times those offenses passed the test. I'm going to take the more complete team here. And even though they're not at home, I think the Ravens pull this one out and win this one week 1.
Well, I'm going the other way. I think the Bills are solid. I got no reason to doubt them, and they are at home. Of course, Bills Mafia will make a difference. And by the way, the spread, it's 1.5 points. 1.5 points in favor of Buffalo. Yeah, I mean, you're looking at a guy, MVP. They're going to be fine. The Bills will be fine. So I'm going Bills. Randy, who are you doing?
This was a tough one for me because I had to really think about it, and I basically went with the home team. I'm going with Buffalo. I agree with Harris. I mean, who do they have in the wide receiver room that's of any note? They don't really have anybody in there to think of. And over the past couple of seasons, it seems like they've emptied out the wide receiver room. They have a decent running back who has been pretty good, but. They just give him an extension, so he's happy now. They got Josh running the thing. He's sort of a cowboy when it comes to running the football. He doesn't matter. He's a big kid. He'll go head on head with a linebacker. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who, a defensive tackle. He'll juke him out of his shoes, take on the linebacker, run him down. The poor defensive backs don't have a chance unless they get the safety over there. So I think that Buffalo wins the game. I think it's going to be very, very close. It wouldn't surprise me to see Baltimore win because I do agree with Harris. This is a more complete team, but it's the first game out of the box. These guys are chomping to hit somebody new, and really they're excited. And I think Buffalo wins just because of that.
Great quarterbacks make mediocre wide receivers into stars, and I feel like. Keon Coleman, Elijah Moore, Josh Palmer, Curtis Samuel, Khalil Shakir, even Tyler Shavers. And then he's got Dalton Kincaid sitting there as his tight end. And you're right about the running game. I don't think this is a feckless offense. I mean, it doesn't have the stars you would hope for, but still, I think they'll be fine. What do you say, Ralph?
I'm with you. I mean, I have no problem with their wide receiver.
You have to be. You picked him up in the second round for fantasy football.
Well, he's a great fantasy quarterback. But anyway, I love Shakir. I love Coleman. I love that they got Palmer from the Chargers. I mean, I think that wide receiver room is fine. They'll be fine running the ball. You do have legitimate issues there in the secondary. That's the big thing, right?
Yeah.
And it's not any better than it was last year. They're having some injury issues there now as well. So that's the scare. Lamar Jackson, if has a good game, could tear that secondary apart. I think this could be a really high-scoring game.
Could be,
Could be. Likely is out for the Ravens as well. I think that hurts them a little bit.
Yeah.
But I got to take the Bills at home. I think they've won 10 straight home openers. I mean, they're a good home opening team. I'm not going to go against them at home. No way, no how. I'm taking the Bills.
By the way, Harris, there's something else you need to know.
Okay.
You are allowed to change your pick right up till game time. We do not make you keep your pick as it is when we do this on air. And the reason is people get hurt. There could be an issue in practice. There could be a situation. There could be something that makes you change your mind up till game time. So you are still allowed to go back into the pool host and change your pick. But you have to have your picks in pool host or else they don't count.
Okay. Good to know.
So anyways, I just want to make sure you knew that. So
Yeah.
you're not locked in if there's an uncertainty. Like you're like, wow, I'll take them if he plays, but boy, I'm not taking them if he doesn't play.
Okay.
That's all right as long as you make sure you get your picks in. So let's go to Monday Night Football. Woof. The Vikings taking on the Bears. The Bears. Well, no, here's why I woof. Okay, the Bears should be the sort of team that there is a huge spread, right? The Vikings should just bleep stomp straight through the Chicago Bears like they don't even exist or matter. Yet Vegas sees this Minnesota team in its current incarnation, and there's only a 1.5 point difference.
Right.
That does not say very good things about the Minnesota Vikings. We all know who the Bears are. We know who the Vikings want to be. This is, I'm not saying Vikings are going to lose, but man, there should be a much bigger spread. What do you say to that, Harris?
I'm right with you. I think there should be a bigger spread. And when you look at not just the quarterback position, because there's a lot, this is the unpredictable bowl. These two teams have the biggest range of outcomes in football. So this could go.
Does this define their season, this game?
No, I don't think so, but I'll tell you what, I think we're going to find a lot out about this game, and I'm intrigued. It's the most intriguing week 1 game, no doubt. And I'm going to say this is a low-scoring game. I think the under 43.5 is intriguing to me, and the difference for me is you look at the completeness of the roster. Well, Minnesota defensively was actually very good last year. They were, if I'm reading it right, yeah, there it is, 4th in least points allowed. Chicago was 14th. So not as bad as you'd initially think, but I think this Vikings defense is a step above. I also think that Chicago has decent pieces around Caleb, but there's still questions about that offensive line there. Minnesota's got some great pieces around J.J. McCarthy. When you look at the left side of the O-line with Darisaw and Donovan Jackson, that's pretty good. The receiving core with Jefferson, I know Addison's suspended, but they traded for Thielen. Aaron Jones is a proven running back as well. Man, this is a really complete team, and they're giving J.J. McCarthy the right pieces. Don't know about Caleb Williams just yet there. So Minnesota wins. I think they also covered that spread.
So funny, Randy.
Well, I just this pool host is acting goofy.
Oh,
and I just I changed a pick. I was noticing I changed a pick here, and it kicked me out of the pool host. Anyway, go ahead.
We're talking. Did you even hear what we're talking about?
Yes, you're talking about Chicago, Minnesota,
Bears.
and I think okay, Caleb Williams was hyped up like he's the new savior of the Chicago Bears, a quarterback like nobody's ever seen before. This kid has all the tools. He can throw it right-handed. He can throw it left-handed. Hell, he can throw it underhanded, and it's going to be completions. Unfortunately, Chicago has no offensive line, and they haven't had an offensive line since the '84 Bears won the Super Bowl. That's the last time they had an offensive line, and they still don't have an offensive line, and it doesn't help that Caleb Williams has to run for his life every time he has the ball in his hands. So it's going to be quick passes. They've got to establish a running game early. If they can't do that against this Minnesota team, it's game over for Chicago, the way I see it. I know it's a home game, and God bless them. The city of big shoulders is going to be taking one on the chin again. I think Minnesota wins this game. Even though I don't like the pick, I've got to go with Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm taking Minnesota, but boy, I don't know who the hell J.J. McCarthy is. You know what I mean? I don't know who he is.
Yeah,
that's what makes this game so
But
interesting.
it's the defense that's going to get after Caleb Williams. All J.J. McCarthy has to do is manage the game.
Which he's
It's a
very
vote against
good
the
at.
Bears more than it's a vote for the Vikings. How are you voting there, Ralph?
I'm surprised. I mean, you guys are saying the O-line's not good. I mean, they've added 3 great players to their O-line. I love the O-line for the Bears. I think
it's
it's
about the O-line for me. It's about J.J. McCarthy.
Well,
Go ahead.
I'm looking at this, right? I look at that O-line. Here's something you're not talking about either is Ben Johnson versus Brian Flores' defense. He carved him up with Detroit, right? He knows the defense. So he's going to do this.
Bunch of players.
It is a different bunch of players, but the scheme's the scheme. He knows how to go after it, right? And I like Ben Johnson. I do think it's going to take a few weeks for them to really get going, but I think they have enough right now with Caleb, the offensive weapons he has, and that defense. And I got to tell you, when it comes to J.J. McCarthy, you know how I feel about him. Captain Handoff, I'm not a fan of. I don't think he's that good. I think he's way overhyped. Mostly by Minnesota Viking fans, of course, because most real people realize that he's not that good. He did nothing at Michigan except hand the ball off. And I don't see it. I think the Bears win this game. I think this is a great week 1 win for the Bears. And I think the Bears are going to get better every week as they keep going under Ben Johnson. You're going to see a very strong Bears team. And this will be the beginning of it.
But I don't know if it's going to equate to W's.
I think the Vikings are last place. So
Harris, hold that thought. We got to take a break. When we come back, then we got to do our teams as quickly as possible because this is Harris. Now, do you get this? This is why this thing takes like a damn hour.
Yeah,
we can't do this fast ever.
Yeah,
it's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Listen to our live stream on your phone.
Stand by. We're coming to you live
at 1580thefanatic.com.
Presents Today in Women's Sports, putting professional soccer in the spotlight with the NWSL. In their 5th season of league play, the Kansas City Current appear poised for a deep playoff run. KC sits atop the NWSL standings with 15 victories on the year, 6 more than the next team in line. Most recently, Kansas City stayed undefeated at home with a 2-0 victory over the North Carolina Courage. After falling short with a loss in last year's semifinals, the Current have clinched a playoff spot once again. Behind a loaded roster that includes second-year standout midfielder Claire Hutton, Kansas City is focused on capturing its first ever NWSL championship.
Job's not finished. We have a lot to do. I think we have 8 games left of the league. We want to finish out winning every single game, taking our points, whether we're home or away. And we're here to win a championship. We're not here just to win the league. We're not here just to make playoffs. We're making a difference this year.
With Today in Women's Sports, I'm Amy Lawrence on Westwood One.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first.
Hold it.
Like you know to check the assembly instructions first.
Hold it.
Before building the bookcase.
And done. Whew. You can let go.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Not available in every state. Potential savings vary. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Straight Talk presents the math of more. Here's how it works. When you say yes to more with Straight Talk, you're left with more for all the other good stuff. So getting an unlimited plan starting at just $25 a month equals more savings for your family's weekend adventures. And with a network covered by Verizon, you can share more from wherever you go. It's simple math, really. More equals more with Straight Talk. Available at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Taxes and fees apply. The $25 plan requires a compatible unlocked device and a new line of service. Additional terms apply.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve 0 power bills, or very close to 0. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
Lost your health insurance? There are options to help you stay covered. Choices include Medicaid, individual and families, Medicare, and group plans. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona is a local nonprofit health insurance company that can help you understand your options. No matter who you choose. Stay covered, Arizona. We've got your back. Learn more at azblue.com/options or call 1-844-584-BLUE. This message is brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona.
AZ Preps 365, your source for all the news, info, highlights, and more. Athlete news and interviews. Talk with coaches. Keep you up to date with the changes, moves, upcoming events, and more. AZ Preps 365, Arizona's ultimate prep sports show. If you miss a minute, you miss a lot. AZ Preps 365, Saturday mornings 8 till 10 on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
1580, The Fanatic.
Today, the Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, doing our Harmon Solar NFL fan pick'em picks. And this is kind of like a practice run for Harris since he's never done this with us. So what starts to happen is we start to run out of time, then we'll start doing lightning round. Now, that means you just tell us your pick in a very brief amount of thought process on it, and then we go on to the next thing. I think we're probably good on this because I don't think anybody's going to have a whole lot to think about when it comes to the Titans or the Colts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we can rattle through that one pretty quick. Let's do that right now, shall we? Sunday morning, the Colts are going to get beat by the Miami Dolphins. Does anybody disagree with me on that?
No.
I do.
Oh, come on, Randy.
I do. Look, it's a home game. Danny Dimes is in there. You still have a good offensive line. You still have a good running game. You have a good defense. You've got a couple of good wide receivers. Why won't this work for your Indianapolis Colts? It's a home game. It's the first game of the season. You have an opponent that's coming into your place, and everybody is excited and ready to go. Like I said, they are ready to hit somebody else, not in the same jersey. And I feel like what?
Daniel Jones.
Well, I get it. I understand your disdain for Daniel Jones, but I still believe in this Indianapolis Colts team. Last year, Jeffrey, I was always the guy that was putting on the blue horseshoe. And it was very rare that I voted against your Indy Colts. And
you lost most your picks for it.
I'm voting for the Indy Colts right now.
Well, I appreciate that, but reality also is a thing, so no. I got the Dolphins over the Colts. Ralph, Dolphins over Colts?
Dolphins, yeah.
Harris?
Me too.
Okay.
Could be close, though.
You guys have no faith.
But I also have no faith in the Tennessee Titans. And not just to give Harris a hard time, but because also reality. So the Tennessee Titans are visiting the Denver Broncos. That's a team that's on the upswing, doing much better. And if I'm reading this right, Denver is favored by 9.5.
Wow.
Is that right?
Might as well be 90.5.
Yeah, it's down to 8.5 now, but yeah.
Oh, really? Did your dad bet on
Tennessee?
Possible.
Yeah, he's been putting a lot of bets in.
I don't know
his burner accounts. Does anybody think the Titans have a chance in hell here? No. Who thinks that the Broncos will win? Say aye.
Aye.
That's everybody.
This is probably the biggest blowout of the week.
The books seem to think so too. Yeah.
I think this could be the biggest.
Yeah, he's right. I'm sorry, Harris.
Well, I have to agree, unfortunately. Other than maybe Cowboys and Eagles.
Yeah, true.
You know what? That's a good point, but no, you're right. Oh, so that's the thing. So who do we choose? Bigger blowout: Eagles, Cowboys, Titans, Broncos. I think Titans, Broncos. Will be
go
bigger.
Broncos. Yeah.
I'm going Eagles, Cowboys because I think there's just going to be a lot more points scored in that game. I think Tennessee and Denver is going to be like a slugfest. There's not going to
say what you will, but the kids got hope.
Did you say Tennessee Denver's gonna be a slugfest?
I do, yeah.
But you mean Tennessee getting slugged? Because they're not going to score.
I think it's going to be like one of those 21-10 type games.
Crazy.
It's
gonna be like 41-3.
What about? I think
I'm writing down 21-10. If it comes true, Ralph, you
It ain't
owe
gonna even
him an
be
apology.
close. I'll apologize on air. It won't even be close.
It'll be.
What about
around
Washington, the Giants?
I think the Giants are better than people think.
I do too.
About them.
They just have a really hard schedule.
Yeah. The Washington will beat the Giants pretty soundly. You're right about that. But biggest blowout though is no Titans. They're getting killed.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Rainy City Bitch Pigeons hosting the San Francisco 49ers. Harris, I'm going to start with you on this because we're so used to giving Ralph a hard time. We need some honest thought process. So who's the quarterback for Seattle? Oh, Sam Darnold. Okay. Who's the coach for Seattle again?
Wow.
I'm not kidding. I don't remember his
Mike
name.
McDonald.
At a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Nice one.
And 49ers, have they missed their window?
That window's shut.
But they still have a pretty competent team there. So what do you say about this one, Harris? Quickly, though, because we are running out of time.
Yeah, staying away, not betting it. It could go either way. I'm going to go with the Niners, though. Lean. Very tentative lean.
Yep, I'm going Niners on this one as well. Just like I've already said why. Randy?
I don't believe in the Niners this year. I think their window is passed and it's slam closed. Give me Seattle.
Okay. All right. And so everybody's answered. Here, I guess Ralph needs to talk about his Seahawks. But quickly, running.
All I'm going to say is I'm looking forward to watching a Seattle offensive line and a good running game for the first time in a long time. I think you'll see that against the Niners.
Oh, which game is that?
And I think the Niners are going to lose this game. Seattle wins this, and it's going to be a close game, but I think Seattle wins, and I think they run over the defense of the Niners.
All right, so now here's the part where everybody always looks forward to. This is Harris's first experience with this. Now it's time to talk about the Arizona Cardinals. Now, this should be an epic blowout, but then again, it's the Arizona Cardinals. But I think even Ralph has to admit that the Cardinals will beat the hapless Saints in New Orleans come Sunday. I say totally great win for the Cardinals. Harris, what do you say?
Cardinals.
Ralph?
I mean, if they don't win, you don't want to listen to this show next week because I will destroy them. And so I'm going to say Cardinals.
I like the under.
You won't be on the show next week if that happens.
This is a game they better not lose. This is the one give-me game they have this year.
I will protect my friend Randy White if that happens.
Well, they have two give-me games. This is one of them.
But now the moment you've all been waiting for to find out what Randy thinks of the Cardinals versus the New Orleans Saints. Randy, what do you got?
And so it is the beginning of a new season. Hope springs eternal. This is the time for you to make a statement. Start off with a big win. And when I say big, I mean like humongously huge, big, giant, spectacularly winning. And that's what I expect today out of the Arizona Cardinals as they go into battle this weekend and open the season against the hapless New Orleans Saints, who last season were just 5-12, just last season. And the Cards are not very good against the Saints, having a 2-3 record in their past 5 meetings. Well, that means one thing. It's time to change the numbers. The Cardinals on opening day since 2006 are 9-9-1. God, I hate ties. But now is the time to conquer and move forward. When you take that field on Sunday, Arizona Cardinals, you need to look into the eyes of eternity. But this is a new beginning, a time for you to do it, to go out and grab and seize the victory, to go out and manhandle the Saints, to go out and take what is rightfully yours. It's time to take back State Farm Stadium for the Cardinals. Open it up for the Big Red Sea. This is the beginning of something special. The Cardinals will win 86-3 in what will forever be known as the Great Crucible at the Silver Nest.
Wow.
Amazing. Except for Randy.
I thought it was a home game.
Yeah, it's happening in.
It's going to be like a home game, though. That's how big we're going to win.
Holy crap, that was freaking awesome, Randy. I want to run through a wall right now. That was freaking tacular. Oh my gosh.
They get better.
That was unbelievable. Oh, I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
Game one of Randy's epic rant pick here on 1580 The Fanatic. So there you go. Now, remember, we don't do all our picks on air, but you can find them all at the Pool Host site where you can also join in. There's still time to go. They fixed the glitch. You go on over there and sign up. Try to win some of Harmon Solar's money on that. We got $1,580 to go with, $1,000 for first place, $500 for second, and $80 for third. And we got weekly prizes for you from Kasai Japanese Steakhouse. So get to 1580thefanatic.com. All the information, the password, the link, it's all right there for you to join in and be a part of this all season long. Now, we do this all season long. We pick all the way through the Super Bowl. And sometimes the winner of the grand prize is, because of the Super Bowl. Sometimes it's that close, some of these people who are picking here. So, well, there you go. That's it. That's how it works. And then usually on Thursdays, then at the 4 o'clock, then we talk to Scott, the Fantasy Football King. So there you go. You've now been trained, Harris.
That I still can't get over how good that promo was.
Makes you want to just drop the Titans and be a Arizona Cardinal fan now,
Makes
doesn't
me just
it?
want to run to State Farm Stadium, painted in Cardinal red. I'll tell you that much.
That because the Titans stink so bad.
Oh my god!
I mean, that's enough to make you want to change teams. But no, Randy White,
that was unbelievable.
Big reason.
Yeah, I have goosebumps.
So
I have goosebumps.
We have a couple of moments here to talk about another game. The game that I thought that was most interesting outside of Baltimore and Buffalo. I really want to get your guys' thoughts on the Lions and the Green Bay Packers. We'll start with you, Harris, if you can calm down from Randy's epic rant there.
Oh, I'm going to try.
Detroit Lions, first time without their coordinators, taking on Green Bay Packers, first time with Micah Parsons. What do you think of that, real quick?
I think Detroit wins, pulls off the upset. I'm not betting it, though, but I think Detroit wins.
Yeah, I got Detroit on this one, too, but I'm interested to see how the Green Bay defense ends up looking. What do you guys think? Anyone?
I got
Detroit.
Packers. I got Packers.
All right.
Okay.
I'm on Randy's
Ralph
side.
is
Let's
the
go.
only one on the Packers.
Yeah, I feel the coordinator thing is a big deal, and I think they're going to struggle through that for a little bit. So I'm gonna stick with the Packers. I think they're just more stable right now.
For me, it's till they give me a reason to not believe. I'm going to go with them. So there you go. All right, guys, that's hour 2. Hour 3 follows hour 2 most every day. Not every day, but this day for sure. So when we come back, we have many things to talk about. So come on back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
AZ Preps 365, your source for all the news, info, highlights, and more. Athlete news and interviews. Talk with coaches. Keep you up to date with the changes, moves, upcoming events, and more. AZ Preps 365, Arizona's ultimate prep sports show. If you miss a minute, you miss a lot. AZ Preps 365, Saturday mornings 8 till 10 on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Arizona's future depends on a skilled workforce, and that's why students don't just learn at Pima JTED, they do. From healthcare to technology and construction to design, the JTED classroom model gets high school students ready for college, a career, or both, teaching them the skills Arizona employers need right now. Discover how Pima JTED students can support your business. Learn more at PimaJTED.org. That's PimaJTED.org. This message is sponsored by Potoff Private Philanthropy.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine, its impressive fuel economy. Still going. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today.
For well-qualified buyers, excludes S-Trim. Example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary.
Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Corporation credit approval. Not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Ends 8/4/25.
Here in Arizona, summer heat is a fact of life, but lately it's not just the temperatures that are rising. Inflation, global tensions, and economic uncertainty are heating up also. I'm Shannon Estes, president of CMI Gold and Silver. In turbulent times, doing nothing is the biggest risk of all. Smart investors always look to protect their wealth. Right now, with gold soaring past $3,000 an ounce and silver still affordable, investors are taking action. Established in 1973, CMI is the oldest precious metals bullion dealer in the U.S. We've helped Americans nationwide over the past 50 years with honest advice, secure and private transactions, and transparent low prices. We're family-owned, A-plus rated, and trusted by generations. Don't wait for the next financial heat wave to make your move. Prepare today with precious metals. Visit CMIGS.com or call us at 602-234-2300. Mention Money Radio to get a free 1-ounce silver coin on your first order. Call 602-234-2300. CMIGS.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K257CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K240 EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
Quiet, people, settle down. Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime. When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. And your good friend, Radio Pound, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. Got Harris Hicks in the control room. And, oh, look, Ralph from the Weekend Warriors is with us. You guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in our super high-tech luxurious studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hell was up with that look, Ralph. I just introduced you nicely, and you shot me a dickish look.
Wow! If I don't say anything, then you get on me. So
I think you just shot me a look because you were just anticipating that I was going to say something like you're a bandwagoning son of a bitch and a fan of a horrible, horrible team with ugly colors. God, the Seahawks have got to be the ugliest color set for any team. And I'm spotting you the Browns. The color scheme that you've got with that horrible highlighter green, and I'm not even in your division to hate your team. I just hate the colors. That's more than anything. I love Pete Carroll.
I love that green.
When we watched the preseason game between the Raiders and the Cardinals, Ralph was just like, "You hate Pete Carroll." Randy, have I ever said anything bad about Pete Carroll?
No,
I might have called him a gum chewing sumbitch once or twice, but I the utmost respect. He seems like the nicest guy. I mean, you got to just kind of forgive him for the cheating that he did at USC. No, we will never forget. But beyond that, I like Pete Carroll. I've never had a problem with the Seahawks other than, well, now Ralph. But then before, that horrible neon color. Oh, my God. So it's got to be Seahawks, ugliest. Browns, just ugh.
Jeffrey,
I don't even know where to go from there.
I think that was Ralph's normal look. It was just kind of throwing you off. I think that's what was.
You're just saying it's his face.
No, I just think it's his face.
Wow, it's five-time coming in here with some slander on a straight fire.
Straight fire.
Wow.
I don't know
He's
how you
not
can
wrong.
hate that. I don't know how you can hate that jersey.
That is Ralph's face.
Yeah.
Wow.
This neon is just phenomenal. I don't know how you hate it.
Dude, I mean, I get
phenomenal.
it. You're working on the side of the road. We should be able to not hit you in a rainstorm. You're
It's like
wearing that
safety yellow.
special jacket.
I mean,
sure.
you have the most boring uniforms in the league.
It's like safety yellow.
I mean,
I
the
like
Colts
blue.
are just boring.
Actually, the Colts
I like
are pretty
blue.
cool. I'd say they have cool uniforms.
I don't listen to Titan fans.
I
Be
like
quiet.
white.
I ain't gonna lie. They have pretty cool units.
You don't even have an opinion. Be quiet.
Wow.
Have you
Ralph's
seen the
Ralph's
rivalry
shutting down the
jerseys?
kid.
But have you
Wow.
seen the rivalry jerseys, Jeffrey?
Not for my Colts yet. I've seen them for the
Seahawks.
Cardinals. The Cardinals look like a
Tortillas.
quail egg.
No, tortillas.
Well, I hate everything about the Cardinals rivalry game. I'm sorry that it looks
I
like,
like 'em.
guys that were out painting in a house all day. It's what
I
it looks
like
like.
them. I like it. It looks like a flour tortilla that was just
Oh,
cooked,
my
but I
God,
like
just-
it.
Oh,
There is nothing interesting about the rivalry jersey for the Seahawks.
Well,
I'll
it looks
bring it
like
up on the screen.
it looks
for
like
you.
Oregon.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's exactly an Oregon
Looks a lot
jersey
like
right
Oregon
there.
jerseys, yeah.
Who's
I
that
like
dope,
it.
by the way?
That's Cooper Cup.
Yeah, that
Oh,
looks just like Oregon.
he always looks like a guy who should be working at the Tilt-A-Whirl at the the county fair.
It's cool. They got 12s all over the numbers and stuff, and then the shoulders represent the sound waves of the stadium. Yeah, I think it's very, very thoughtful and very well done.
Just like Oregon.
Yeah, a lot like one of Oregon's uniforms. Yeah, it is.
Well,
Okay.
the Cardinal one, it's like maybe I don't know. Mr. Bidwell was doing some painting one day and looked at one of his T-shirts that he was painting, and hell's bells, this would be a great idea. That's the kind of creativity that went into the Cardinals jerseys.
Did you see the Cowboys? Did you see the Cowboys ones?
No.
They're basically clown suits. Somebody did a mock on that. It was basically a clown suit. It was very funny.
Oh, dear Lord. I just looked up Colts rivalry jersey. And
Probably black, I bet.
no, they don't have any.
They don't have one yet, really?
Well, yeah, I don't. I just did a search the same way, and nothing came up but the regular jersey, unless. Yeah, no, we're that boring. We are that boring.
Jeffrey, I sent you a picture of Oregon's uniforms
Oh,
just
here
to
we
show you how
There we go.
similar they are to the Seahawks uniforms. It
They-
is like absolute, like
He's right.
Yeah, it is like
Well, and think about
there's
that.
no difference.
You're talking about Seattle, which is a UW territory,
Yeah,
and they bring in an Oregon jersey-ish.
look at that.
Look at
It's
that.
very
That
close,
is
yeah.
exactly
So
it.
similar. Yeah.
Close. The only thing different is the color.
They've got one closer than that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, okay. So who cares about jerseys? I want to care about the play of our teams and who has the best team out of the four of us. It ain't the Colts, it ain't the Titans, but is it the Cardinals or is it the Seahawks?
I think it's Seattle.
I'd probably say Seattle,
Well,
to be honest.
Randy thinks the Cardinals.
Oh, Randy's, he's on.
I hope
Randy's
it's the
what?
Cardinals. That way
After
Ralph
making-
can't have nice things.
After making that promo, how could you insult that guy?
I
that
love his
promo was
promos.
fantastic.
And they're going to get even better, but still, the
It's not a
Seahawks are better than the
promo.
Cardinals.
or
It's not
whatever.
a promo, it's a
You're right,
pick.
a pick.
It's his epic pick.
It's my pick.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
listen to that in the gym when I'm working out. Like,
You want
no,
me to send you an MP3?
like,
of
yo,
it?
I'm gonna take a break of this rep. No, I'm not.
Yes,
You know,
we need
my
MP3s.
wife has
Uh-huh.
my
Yeah.
wife has occasionally requested copies of those rants.
That's fantastic.
You guys are too kind. Too kind, really.
Hefty Lefty says, I think there's only 10 or 12 teams with the rivalry jerseys right now.
The Colts,
Why?
according to
What?
Yahoo Sports, says Colts will participate in 2026.
They're like, well, let's wait till we might be
They're
good.
saving it for
Bruno
Arch Manning.
Baller says, Cardinals should play Randy's pick in the locker room before every game.
No,
No, absolutely
about
right.
that.
I've
Yeah,
said that
I think
before.
that'd be huge.
That would be huge.
Swave Dave says, which organ of the body did you say the Seahawks uniforms look
Yeah.
like?
from the butt,
Thinking spleen.
Yeah,
Spleen.
all of it.
but
Lacrosse guy says Pete Carroll. The dude murders gum and he cheated. Oh yeah, we covered the cheating.
No, it's
We
not
covered the
cheating. Anymore. It's not cheating anymore.
The only thing he doesn't have to cheat
Oh, but Ralph, only
is how to
SEC
enter an
teams do
eligible
it.
like
Oh.
contest.
it was back then,
Only
though.
SEC teams cheated.
Everyone, well,
Ralph.
SEC teams cheated. They just never got caught.
Wow.
That's the
there
only
were,
difference.
there were some that got caught. I will say.
Every team cheats. You're not trying if you're not cheating.
Moist
so
one
now
says
you're
it's
saying-
the Emerald City.
Yes, it
And
is. Those are great jerseys. I want one.
Harris, your dad says that the Titans will win 4 games this season. Hey, wasn't that my pick, or did I say 3?
You said 4. I said 3.
I think I said 5.
You said 5.
I
yeah.
added one emotional bond.
Even your own dad just
I know.
pulled the chair out.
It's a transition year for sure for the Titans.
Again.
A transition into a new era.
I am not surprised your team is
New
transitioning.
horizons.
So against
set
the
myself
spread,
up for
says
that.
Harris, I heard about your quest to throw a 70-mile-an-hour ball. I coach baseball, so here are some proven strategies to throw that hard.
Hey.
Listen up.
Listening.
I want you to get an old pickup truck and drive to Big Lake, Texas. On the side
Yeah.
of a dusty
Oh,
road, you'll
gosh.
see a radar speed sign.
Uh-huh.
Throw the balls past the sign and train yourself for speed. That
Yeah.
worked for Dennis Quaid, and he made the show with
Oh,
the
yeah.
Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
Yeah, he did. Actually, he
forget the fact that he's an actor, and that was probably not
part of
real,
that
but-
story. That mostly true story. That character went on and he pitched for the Dodgers too, I believe.
Jimmy Morris.
Jimmy Morris
Says
pitched
Moise.
for the Dodgers.
Harris, we can set you up at a throwing facility for a few weeks before you do it.
Don't do that.
I'd be so
Okay,
down.
stop. No, the bet was right now he could walk out and throw
Cold.
70 miles an hour.
Cold.
That
That
was the
is
bet?
the
Okay.
deal.
Yeah,
He'd
okay,
walk
yeah.
out right now cold and throw it
Yeah.
70 miles an hour.
So not even a warm up.
No. I can get warmed up
you
or
can get a
something. I
war-
just can't get
Three
like, weeks in
pitches.
advance. No, not 3 pitches. We're
Three
changing
pitches.
We're changing the bet now.
For a real
No,
pitcher,
we're
that
not.
would have been enough.
We're not changing the
Yeah, I'm
pitch.
not a
We're
real
not
pitcher.
changing the bet.
I mean, that's what Robert Redford does. When
I just say, give me
a
a day, man. Give me a day. Let me get them arms up loose and let me.
you
let me
need a
get
day?
into it.
No, there's no day.
No.
That
Like
day's
that
not
day.
going to help
Oh
him.
my
Trust me,
God.
it's not
That
going to help
day.
him. He needs more than a day.
Probably
He's-
hurt him. He'll be all worn out from it and throw 28 miles an
Well,
hour.
What he's going to do is he's going to throw with all arms, right? When throwing is not about the arm, it's about the body, and you're going to throw all arm.
Don't
And
throw
Hey,
him
hey,
any
hey!
hints.
I can
Yeah,
throw a
don't teach
football
him how to
pretty
pitch.
far. I can throw a football pretty far. You'd be surprised. I throw some bullets.
those
Your dad
22.
is like pretty far. He's like, I had to walk halfway across the lawn when you were a kid.
Hey, I was balling intramural leagues. Come on now, I was balling, man. Football, basketball.
So, some stuff is going on outside of the world of football. I know that we're all focused on the football right now, and rightly damn so. But there's a couple of things that I want to address real fast, and one of them is kind of a big deal. So the Mavericks, PJ Washington, signed a 4-year, $90 million extension. So now we have to wonder, though, PJ Washington, what else is going on? The reason I say that is Kawhi Leonard. So here's what happened. Kawhi Leonard got with the Clippers, and everybody's like, what's he doing with the Clippers? And why is he accepting such a small paycheck? And we're like, well, maybe he just decided he wanted to play where he thought there was the best fit, and he took less money so he could do that, you know. But it was a little bit of a head scratcher why he shows up and it gets less than what he probably could have got somewhere else. But then we just kind of like, whatever. Well, this Pablo Torres guy, he's like, I'm going to do some actual journalism.
Yeah.
And he looked into it, and it turns out Steve Ballmer, Mr. Knee Grabber, is a filthy cheater. Here's what happened. So he gets on the phone. He's like, hey, all right, Kawhi, you're going to come over here and be a Clipper? And he's like, oh, yeah, okay. He says, but here's the thing. We got to keep under the cap. So when you come, there's an endorsement deal just for you. It's called a no-show job. And he earned $28 million with a company called Aspiration, and contingent on him staying with the Clippers, of course.
Wow.
But so they couldn't pay him. The salary cap prohibited it. So they over here, fake company, I bleep you not, it's a fake company, hired him for $28 million a year, or $28 million, I don't know, maybe it was a 3-year deal, and said, here you go. Circumventing the salary cap.
Dude,
what do you think this is? College basketball?
Wow.
What is going on here, Palmer?
Wow.
I was
That's
gonna
very
say,
creative. That's creative financing.
so
That's what
creative.
that
This
is.
sounds exactly like an NIL collective. Like, I'm not even kidding. That's like, this is like
It's
exactly what college
what it
basketball teams and college programs do. Is that right there? So that's crazy.
You know
that they
who
did it
put
at the pro
Pablo
level.
Torres onto this?
Who?
Other NBA executives.
No way. You're
Yeah, they were
kidding.
suspicious about how Ballmer pulls this off, and quote, how he landed the most valuable free agent on the market. And he's like, yeah, in March 24, a celebrity endorsed multi-billion-dollar allegedly fraudulent tree brokerage filed for bankruptcy. And in the bankruptcy filing, Leonard's KL2 was listed as one of the companies still owned by Aspiration. The tree planting company was given $50 million in funding by Steve Ballmer. Oh, wow. You left your name on stuff, Stevie. You
Oh
left
my
your name on stuff.
Oh my gosh, this is a crazy story.
So basically, the entire NBA has turned on Steve Ballmer
Wow.
and is going to punish him for doing this little sweet. I've wondered why they didn't do stuff like this. Now, the first thing I wondered was, why isn't this legal? Get around the cap, because everybody would do it. And then all of a sudden they're like, Kawhi Leonard plays here for $10 a year. But he also has a part-time job in the summers making $800 million. So you can't do that. Wow. So yeah, this is a crazy backstory. You should check out Pablo Torre Finds Out and find this story, and you'll get it in more detail than what we're giving you here. But so what happens next to Steve Ballmer and the Clippers after this scandal breaks?
I think they're going to get punished really severely. I have no idea. Like, genuinely, I've never seen anything like this before at the pro level. So
here's what happens.
Yeah.
You are going to have to punish Kawhi Leonard. You're right.
Yeah.
You're going to have to punish Steve Ballmer. You're right. But you're also going to have to take every single tax return from every single player and take a hard look at every single outside source of income these players have.
Oh, yeah. It's going to get ugly.
Because if it's Steve Ballmer doing that with Kawhi Leonard,
there's other guys doing it.
I would bet there's more doing it than you know.
Oh, my goodness. And maybe not even just the NBA. I think about that. I just.
Well, first,
but
focus
primarily
on
the
what's in front of
NBA.
you.
Yeah, sure. Sure. I'm getting ahead of myself there. But yeah.
I mean, Kawhi Leonard should get a 1-year suspension at a minimum.
You're kidding.
Ballmer should get at least 1 to 2 years suspension. I mean, that's ridiculous. This is.
Is that a team losing thing, or is that just to punish the hell out of them thing?
You got to punish the hell out of him. I mean, he shouldn't be allowed to be around that team for at least a year, right? Kawhi Leonard should have to sit for at least a year. I mean, he knew what he was doing. That's just bad.
So
you have to send
this company, Aspiration, this fake tree planting company that they were using, last month, the Department of Justice confirmed that the co-founder, Joseph Sandberg, agreed to plead guilty in a scheme to defraud investors and lenders that resulted in $248 million in losses.
Oh, my God.
And, yeah, there's still an investigation into the company as it is.
Are you
so
joking?
Shady gets shadier, gets shadier.
And this whole Kawhi Leonard thing too, like with him sitting out games and stuff, everything is just so weird about it. Like that company, tree planting company that is bankrupt. You talked about all those losses funded by Steve Ballmer. How much did you say? 50 million?
50 million.
50 million. By
it's
Steve
tip
Ballmer.
money. It's something he found in the couch, you know?
Yeah, unbelievable. And you combine that with, I'm trying to think of how the NBA usually punishes teams that go over the cap. They usually change draft. They usually take away draft picks and stuff. But I'd imagine this is going to be a lot more severe. Yeah, this is going to be, this is like
creative financing at its best.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I mean, you know, crazy Steve Ballmer's like, all right, listen, Kawhi, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pay you this much over here, but then we're going to get you this money over here. Don't worry. No one's ever going to find out. And Kawhi's like, oh, okay.
Is Kawhi going to get
Kawhi
punished?
now is sitting there going, oh, my God.
Is Kawhi going to get punished, though? Because he took the money.
He was part of it.
He should be.
He was part of it.
But
It's
he
called
took the
conspiracy.
money. What did
Absolutely
he?
right.
Did he
Yeah.
really? Yeah, I
By
guess so.
the way, everybody, if the SEC is involved, not your SEC, Harris, the Securities Exchange
They
Commission,
probably might be
who is
involved. Who knows?
investigating Aspiration, there is possibility of some criminal charges against Steve Ballmer,
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard, and everyone else in between that's involved. There's a possibility.
Is it me or does Aspirations sound like a strip club?
It does.
Aspirations. What
like
about
they're
that?
all aspiring to finish college. I mean,
They're
that's the story, right?
aspirations. Aspirations.
It does sound like a.
I hear aspirations, and I think somebody choking to death.
No, it's
They
like
aspirated.
aspirations.
No, I hear that, and I think that could be like a strip club in Tempe
Gentlemen,
somewhere. Yeah.
come to Aspirations.
Harris, at the age of 25, is like, everything sounds like a strip club if you want it to. Calm down, Harris. Calm down here.
I'm calm, Jeffrey.
He's like, Ballmer's. Ballmer sounds like a strip club, too.
Ballmer's. Well, he did play
Bunch
in
of
a gay
bald
baseball
women.
league, but
I did. That's true. Put that on the resume.
Wow. And what's the name of your team?
I don't remember, man.
Probably a good thing.
I
You
wish.
didn't
Oh, he remembers. He just doesn't
Aspirations.
remember, which is wise. Anyway, so we will find out. And T-Licious says, as much as Leonard plays currently, is suspending him actually punishment?
Right.
Well, suspension
That's a
is
good
where
point.
you get dock pay. Yeah.
Well, he'll get doc pay, but he'll get real healthy.
Kyle G says, so are they forced selling the Clippers again? Might as well just dissolve the team, move it to Vancouver or something.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to force sell, but I mean, see, here's the thing. You really want to make somebody mad, have a scandal. You want to make them super mad, take their money. So as the NBA is sitting here looking at stuff, they feel like, okay, somebody's cheating our system, and now we're mad. So Adam Silver is probably furious. Other teams are furious enough to leak information to a guy. I don't know, is he at ESPN or is he an independent? I don't know.
Independent. He was. Pablo, he does a good job. He's independent now. Yeah.
He's an actual journalist, unlike everyone else at ESPN.
Wait, what's his name again? What's his name?
Pablo Torres.
Pablo Torres.
Oh, Torres. Okay.
By the way, Google him. Not what you expect.
Okay. Well, no,
Just saying.
I was thinking about who was that reporter? He was so kind. I met him one time, but he was with ESPN. Pedro Gomez, was that his name? Pedro Gomez. I can't remember, but his I don't know that you did.
I don't remember.
I know I did, and he was such a kind gentleman. And then his son got into journalism just like his dad was, and he was doing pretty well, I guess. Last I heard.
Voice one says Pedro Gomez, rest in peace.
Yeah, Pedro Gomez. Yeah. Nice man. Nice man.
Was I out that day?
I don't know. I don't remember when I met him. It was so long ago. Maybe it was at a baseball game. Maybe I was at a baseball game and he was wandering around somewhere. I met him there. I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, this is an interesting slant. Against the spread says, did Kawhi pay taxes on that income? Because he could be in really deep crap. Well, I'm sure he did because they had a KL2 and the money had to come in for Kawhi. So I would almost guarantee the taxes got paid. It's just more a matter of the conspiracy and the other stuff.
The creative
Megatron. Yeah. Megatron says PJ Washington is not worth the $90 million extension. He has no side deals. None. Yeah, you're probably right, Megatron.
Yeah,
I just really did that story to lead up to the other one. So don't care about PJ Washington. I don't even know what he looks like, to be honest. Don't watch that team. So all right, we got to take a break. We'll be back. More of the Daily Blender after this here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Miss any part of the Daily Blender? Download the free podcast at 1580thefanatic.com.
Pima JTED doesn't just work for students, it works for all of Arizona. Hands-on training, real-world skills, high school students become job-ready, and Arizona businesses get the talent they need to thrive. Without a skilled workforce, Arizona can't grow. But with Pima JTED graduates, our entire economy prospers. Join the businesses already investing in Arizona's future. Learn more at PimaJTED.org. That's PimaJTED.org. This message is sponsored by Potoff Private Philanthropy.
80% of youth in Arizona don't drink, smoke, or use drugs. Want to know the reason why? It's you. Kids say not disappointing their parents is one of the main reasons they choose not to drink or use drugs. Visit TalkNowAZ.com because while you might worry you aren't getting through, you are. Keep it up and stay up to date about the latest Arizona drug trends at TalkNowAZ.com. Sponsored by Substance Awareness Coalition Leaders of Arizona.
As we plan for our retirement, there are 4 questions we need to ask ourselves or our retirement planning advisor. How much? How long? How safe? And what cost? Let's start with how much. That is, how much income we think we'll need each and every year for the rest of our lives, including all the activities we want to enjoy during our retirement, like travel, recreation, and entertainment. Plus the cost of housing, including repair and maintenance, taxes, insurance, and utilities, as well as the cost of health care, including expenses not covered by Medicare.
Enjoy safe, secure lifetime income of 5 to 9% for life, depending on age and deferral period, with no fee deductions and no annuitizing. Guarantees rely on the financial strength of the insurer, so let's compare free in Scottsdale. For more, visit IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. Did you know that the Lund Mortgage Team was founded back in 1999? That's right. They're celebrating 25 years in existence this year. And you know what you have to do to stay in business that long? You have to be good at what you do. And the Lund Mortgage Team is not just good, they are great. They have helped thousands of people save thousands of dollars over those 25 years here in the Valley of the Sun. They only lend in Arizona, and they're mortgage brokers, which means they can shop your rate around. They're not tied to just one set of rates. Mortgage rates can get crazy. They can get high. They can get low. There's good times to strike, and there's times to stay on the sideline. Let the Lund Mortgage Team be your coach, be your team leader when it comes to these huge decisions. Call 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940, or you can always check them out at lundmortgage.com. Great website with all the tools you need. Call them today. They're my great friends, and you'll love them. It's the Lund Mortgage Team.
Nick Costos breaks down the biggest matchups, checks on the latest line movements, and keeps you up to date with the futures market. You Better You Bet is a show that features the brightest minds in the sports betting world. Interviews from headliners, insights and information on what plays you might want to consider and which ones to steer clear of. You Better You Bet with Nick Costos. Weekdays noon till 3 on Arizona Sports Betting Station, 1580 The Fanatic, and at 1580thefanatic.com.
Today's Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Killer Rabbit says, Jeffrey, honestly, I did bet on the Colts against the Fish. I do have faith this week. You know what I have? I got hope. I do have hope that we're not as bad as everyone thinks we are, and that we're not as bad as I think we could end up being. I do have some hope. So I'll be watching the games. I'll be pulling for my boys. It's just when I'm on this show, I have always been a realist. And generally, every season, I've been right. I've been right about how I feel the team is doing, good years or bad years. It's just I know my team. So this is a bit of a unknown what Daniel Jones might do, Killer Rabbit. We know what he did before. Maybe he does it differently with a different team. I'm not going to hold my breath, so we'll see. Spidey Mon says, Pedro Gomez, Arizona Republic newspaper sports writer. Great guy.
Yeah, he was a great guy. And then he went on to bigger, better things at ESPN. And, you could just tell the genuine kind of person that he was through his reporting, through his interviews and stuff like that. It was really an honor to meet him. And the more I think about it, I think it was at a ball game, Jeffrey. I don't know that you were around me. I think it was
You're
at a ball game.
cheating on me with other sports people.
I shook his hand. I remember I never looked him in the eye. Never.
Okay, well, that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's
all
fine. Buffalo Mike says, guys. Circumventing the salary cap for $28 million with criminal charges, warrants, and maybe a forced sale of the Clippers. Do you think they'll charge for luxury taxes in arrears or at aspirations?
Aspirations.
You can probably get some things in the rears in aspirations, but we don't want to talk about that right now. Cabana says, I'm a White Sox fan. How long do I have to be okay positive to make them at least high bottom 5 team?
The White Sox?
I don't know what he's saying.
I think I understood what he's saying, and I think it's going to be a major
yeah, it's going to take a long time for the White Sox to turn it around. First of all, you got to get out from under that ownership, and you got to get some fresh blood in there. As somebody that loves the city of Chicago and loves the fans and wants this team to be successful, that would be number one. As long as they have the same ownership group, it's going to be what it is. Just merely a business to line the pockets of the owner. That's it.
There should be no holding of breath, Cabana, is what everybody's saying. Sharp Cat says, I read an article today saying Micah Parsons might not play this weekend. He has a back injury.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was having a baby. I heard something about an epidural. I was a little confused. I was a little confused on that. So the epidural's for a back injury.
Yeah.
I think he should.
I thought he was making that up when he was holding in or out or whatever the hell it was, and he was fighting with Jerry Jones. I guess it's a real thing, huh?
Making up his back injury?
Yeah. I thought that was just to, so he didn't have to be out on the field.
Yeah, he's apparently hopeful to play, but also, this is something to keep monitor of. We haven't really seen it before where a guy gets traded like this soon before the season. We've seen it. It's just rare. So, man, I understand Micah Parsons, the athletic prowess that he is, but learning the whole defense and the whole playbook in 2 weeks? That's not in the NFL, National Football League. Those plays are not easy. There's tons of them. And so something to keep out a look for is miscommunications in week 1 with Green Bay against a really good offense in Detroit. That's no picnic. So I don't know what that's going to be like.
Let's be honest. It's easier to step into a defensive scheme than it is to step into an offensive scheme. The defensive scheme, a lot of what he does is based on his own intuition and instinct. And then there's basic setups where he'll know where to be in the basic of the setup. So I don't think that changes much for what Micah Parsons does.
They're going to use him in a lot of pass rushing one-on-one scenarios, I'd imagine. And then throughout the season, they'll ease him into certain coverage schemes. That's my guess. So
a little more of a universal thought process when it comes to how to do a defense. Congratulations. You were talking about breaking world records the other day. A group in Georgia broke a world record over the weekend playing kickball for 52 straight hours. Raised a bunch of money for a good cause.
Wow.
It's the nonprofit. It's called MOST. Which stands for, is short for Men Opposing Sex Trafficking. And they raised over 200 grand, and it's the third record like this they've broken. They broke record for longest softball game and longest basketball game. And so far they've raised a collective $800,000.
That's awesome.
Good for them.
Love to see that.
That's
and
fantastic.
let me use this moment to remind everybody that kickball is 100 times more of a sport than pickleball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't come at me asking me to call pickleball a sport. I never will. Kickball, I think that's a sport.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's a sport.
Yeah, I would
It's a
agree with
game.
you. Yeah.
It's also
more a
fun.
sport than pickleball.
What about dodgeball, Jeffco?
Oh, absolutely sport.
Absolutely.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Absolutely.
All right.
Brutal
Dodgeball is
sport.
sport. What about badminton?
Oh, that's a game. Hold
Why
on
wouldn't
here.
that
Now
be
I
a
had to get
sport?
let me get my
Right.
sheet out. Let
The
me get my
badminton,
sheet.
I think there's been some
Eh,
pretty
it's just
mean
a-
badminton games back in the day.
No, you haven't, you liar. It's just
What are you talking
just
about?
a fun
I-
little game.
I had kids. And as they got bigger and more athletic, those turned into mean games, man.
Just a game. It's a backyard game. Come on.
Badminton? It's in the Olympics.
So is football.
No, you know what? I'm sorry. Kickball is just a game. It's not a sport.
Oh.
I have a kickball on my
All
list as not. Although I feel like it's more of a sport than pickleball.
Well, that
how
was
much
your
pickleball do
original
you think you
statement.
play, Ralph?
What was that?
How much pickleball do you play?
Just sleeping.
I don't play pickleball. I don't
Ralph,
play kickball
Ralph is
either.
catching some Z's over there.
Would
Yeah,
you
I
agree
think he's
though? If
wiped
you say
out.
we can, you
I
can
was
have
waiting for us to talk about
pickleball.
something good.
You can have pickleball or you can have kickball. One of them is a sport. Kickball is more of a sport than pickleball. Absolutely.
I disagree.
Of course you do. Why don't
Well,
you go
'cause
back to
think
sleep?
about pickleball. I mean, you're running around, and you need to be very athletic to play pickleball. I mean, kickball. What are you doing? You basically stand there and wait for someone to
It's
kick a ball.
it's baseball, but you're just kicking instead of using a bat. That's the
Yeah,
thing. You
I've
still have
seen-
to run. You still have to field. You still have to roll the pit. There's all the aspects of baseball are there. Pickleball is just ping pong on the ground.
A kickball is a baseball with big balls.
Mm-hmm. The balls are huge.
And you get to kick them in the balls.
Yeah, I mean,
Spideymon says, I got a badminton injury that happened. Birdie hit me in the eye. Definitely a sport. Had to wear a eye patch for a week in high school because of it. Well, you're already wrong because it's not a birdie. It's called a shuttlecock.
Shuttlecock.
Yeah.
It's just.
No, I'm serious. That's what
I
they're
know
called.
what it's called.
The
I'm
correct
not
term.
making this up.
If you
is a
watch badminton in the Olympics, it's pretty
shuttlecock.
impressive.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
It's in the
Yeah.
Olympics?
Oh, yeah. I
Shut
said
up.
You didn't hear me when I said that.
My sister lettered in high school, and I was never more ashamed. I mean,
It's an Olympic
how do
sport.
you letter?
So is
No.
breakdancing.
It is an
though.
Olympic. Yeah. If
So
you
is
were to
breakdancing.
watch it.
Yeah.
Go watch it. It's
Ugh.
amazing. Those guys, especially like you get the Asian
It is
countries,
pretty
they're
cool.
amazing.
Guys? There's
Yeah,
guys that play
Yeah,
badminton?
men and
And women,
women's.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have doubles. which is a crazy.
Shut
You watch the
up.
doubles, it's crazy.
It's nuts. It is nuts.
Crazy. No, it's not crazy. I'm not.
It's like bam, 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 bam,
It's,
bam.
it's like ping pong. Ping pong's an Olympic sport.
Shouldn't
Oh
be.
yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a game
well,
too.
it is.
Nah,
Yeah.
I
Seen
think
table
sport.
tennis?
ping
not a
pong
sport.
should be an
Oh, the
Olympic
Chinese
sport.
are like, okay,
It's
whatever.
crazy.
It's not a sport.
These guys that play the ping pong in the Olympics, I mean, they're like 15 feet, maybe more, away from the table, hitting the ball back. I mean, that's how
It's
how
impressive, but it's
athletic
not a
these
sport.
guys. Well, you
not a
got to
sport.
watch it. I
Well,
mean, I'm
what
just saying.
defines a sport?
Well, that's a game. That's not a sport.
What's the difference?
I don't have time. We don't have enough show for this. We have to have this conversation another
We've had
time.
this a lot, Ralph. I've asked the same
Horton
question.
Ninja says Micah Parsons is a professional. He'll be fine with Green Bay. Look at what Baker Mayfield did the other year for the Rams. Signed on a Tuesday, won a Thursday night game.
Yeah, I never
Yeah.
said Micah
Yeah, that's good.
Parsons wouldn't be fine, and that's a great point about Baker because quarterback is the hardest position in football. So, you know, I think Parsons will be all good. I'm just saying it's something to keep out a look for. Like, how do they use him week 1 compared to how they use him, you know, week 16, 17? I think it's going to be a little bit different.
Baker, the
He'll get,
touchdown maker.
progressively better. What's that,
Yeah.
Randy?
Baker, the touchdown maker.
Against the spread says, I'd stay positive about your Colts, Jeffrey. They're a solid team with a paper-mache Richardson. Keep in mind, many quarterbacks that left New York have gone on to successful careers. The spotlight is bright in the Big Apple. Mentor and coaching support is minimal. Maybe Danny Dimes is going to be like Snake Plissken and
He could be.
escapes New York.
Well, I mean, that's funny actually.
Yeah.
That's Kurt Russell,
that's
wasn't
a
it?
great
That is
callback
funny.
right there.
Yeah.
There have been many quarterbacks that start their career after having really bad careers elsewhere. I mean, so you have to look at it that way too. I mean, look at Jim Plunkett, right? The guys like that. I mean, that were terrible when they first started out, but then all of a sudden they found their groove somewhere. So
The Stanford great, Jim
Right.
Plunkett.
I know I'm going way back, but there are other. Look at I hate to say Sam Darnold, who was so bad for the few teams he's with. He's actually been pretty good the last couple of years.
I use this as an
Sam
example.
McDonald is going to fall apart on you.
I use
I
this
mean,
as an
not
example,
really.
Ralph.
Go ahead.
Ryan Tannehill. I think that's who Daniel Jones could be if everything works out. I mean,
crap. We're never going to win the Super Bowl.
oh, trust me. I saw a lot of Tannehill, and it was a lot of good. Like, he was very good for the Titans. The thing is that playoff
I think
game
Jones
against
could be
Bengals was
good.
rough.
I think Jones.
That's what I
is-
think he could
is
be.
overlooked and underrated.
Yeah.
You're gonna see.
Yeah, if things
We
go well,
shall
that's what he
see,
can be.
right?
He did have
This is the
Saquon in New York.
this is going to be the moment where Daniel Jones either is or is not an
Exactly.
NFL
This is it
quarterback.
right here.
Killer Rabbit says Randy broke a record tonight for most inspirational speech from the heart, with most listeners tearing up and crying in the world.
Wow.
Like Randy says.
Wow. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Spideymon says, I'm not going to tell people I got hit in the eye with a shuttlecock. I'm going to say birdie. I guess in your case, yeah, nobody wants to talk
That's
about
a
the
good point.
shuttlecock to the eye.
Yeah,
I don't know. It could be a fun conversation though.
Depends on the kind of weekend you like to have. I think that's really what it boils down to. So, but anyways, congratulations to them peoples in Georgia there. So can I just say that I didn't know Mike Vrabel and Bill Belichick had beef.
What?
I didn't
I
know
know
that.
that Belichick and the Patriots are kind of not great.
Really?
But they went up to Vrabel and they're like, hey, you coached in college. Takes a while, don't you think, to get a program going? Yeah, what do you think of old Bill Belichick over there? And he says, I don't know. Urban Meyer won 12 of his first 12 games at Ohio State, so didn't take him long. That's my experience in college football.
Wow.
Just a kick to the crotch of old Bill Belichick by one of his former players.
Vrabel is sort of that, you know where you stand with him. I mean, he's just one of those guys that shoots straight. I mean, it is
He's
what it
taking the
is.
side of the team for sure.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they had beef.
Is it clear that they had beef from that comment? You think?
Oh, absolutely. To say what he said, they gave him a win like hair. They opened the door for him. It says, you coached in college. It takes a while, don't you think, to get a program going? Instead of saying, oh, yeah, I imagine Bill will figure it out pretty quick. Everything will be fine. He went right to, I don't know, Urban Meyer won 12 of his first 12 games at Ohio State. Didn't take him long. So that's my experience of college football.
Yeah.
Do you not
I see what you're saying, though. they're in such different situations too. Like Ohio State is, one of the premier brands of the sport. Also, Tressel still left, albeit the team was under turmoil with all the investigations, but there was still somewhat of a nucleus of talent because 4 and 5 stars go to Ohio State nonetheless. North Carolina, man, that's a basketball school through and through, and you're trying to win with a lot less. And so, yeah, they're just different situations.
Did you see his girlfriend on the sidelines?
No. She
Yeah.
was just like constantly trying to talk to him. Now, there's a video of her walking out on the field, but that wasn't during the game. That was during warm-ups and stuff.
Why is she?
It was. I don't think that was that during the game.
I don't know, but why is she on the field?
I don't know. It's
She
so
has no business on the field.
UNC's
so odd.
patience is running out with that whole
I
game.
would hope so, because she has no right to be on the field. I mean, I just don't. That guy's so distracted right now with that thing he's dating, and then having to deal with that program. That's a no-win situation for him. That was a bad move for him.
Don't you think Bill's going to have to make the call eventually?
To get rid of her?
He's going to have to say, look, been fun, but see you later. And by the way, you're fired from that fictitious corporation I made up so that you would have a job. You're fired
With
from
Steve
that.
Ballmer.
With Steve Ballmer and
it's
planting
been fun.
trees.
Here's a gift basket as you go. Bye-bye now.
Can I tell you what I think? I think that Belichick just doesn't care. He's stealing checks from UNC. He doesn't mind that she's around, and he's not taking much of it as seriously as you think. Now, his, lickety-lick son is standing next to him on the sideline, actually part of the coaching staff. So I think he's giving it a go, but I don't think he's giving it his all. And he doesn't care what happens. He doesn't care what anyone thinks of Jordan, whatever her name is. He doesn't care about the age difference. He doesn't care that she is constantly part of the headlines when it comes to him. He doesn't care. But he doesn't care.
Does he care about his
what
legacy?
You think.
His legacy is going to be
I don't think he
destroyed.
cares about that either. He's got the money already. He's got the boat. He's got the, he's got it going.
The rings.
He's like, I don't. He doesn't care.
One of the
He
hardest
thinks
parts.
it's all a laugh.
One of the hardest parts in this is going to be a lot of people think, oh, he's a great NFL coach. It'll go and translate into college. He's one of the best ever.
Not always.
Like it isn't entirely in college. You got to deal with people who are less knowledgeable about the game. You have to acquire talent, not your GM or your owner or anyone else. You do. You have to learn how to leverage your resources. You have to be a good fundraiser, all of that stuff. You've got to learn certain things in scouting. You're pretty much the head of everything. And so people don't understand, and they're going to say, oh, well, Belichick, you can't win without Brady because he wasn't a great college coach. He was in his 70s, and he took a job with a team that, well, isn't necessarily known for their prowess in football, and it's tough sometimes. You got to deal with programs, no salary cap, who are making way more money than you are from your football program. So,
but then again, it was also the worst loss that they had in a game one of their history.
I thought I knew TCU was going to win. I think my most confident pick of the week, but I thought they would at least put up a challenge, man. Like that was, they did get kind of ran.
They
off
did the
field
first
there.
7 plays of the game. They put up a great.
They looked like they were going to
challenge.
win the national championship. Those
No
first 7
kidding.
plays of the
Right,
drive.
what happened?
But
It
after
is
the
everything.
first 7 plays of the game, they got their butts kicked.
Granted, TCU's dangerous. I think they'll win the Big 12. Like I think they're
Not if ASU has anything to say about it.
ASU's going to be in there. I think TCU's way better than people think. So
I don't know, Randy. After what we saw last week, I'd hold that thought for a minute.
At least they're not a
We gotta-
flaccid Alabama team.
We got to take a break. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
A tool for people to connect with the universe and begin to understand it.
Get our free app and listen to the Daily Blender everywhere you go at 1580thefanatic.com.
To all my friends in Arizona, you don't need Gary Kaltbaum to tell you that your power costs are going up astronomically year after year. Last year, APS had a huge rate increase, which impacted so many families. This year, it's SRP's turn. There is a good chance that the federal solar tax credit, your hard-earned federal tax dollars that you will receive and that pays 30% of your solar system, may be going away at the end of December. But I'm here to tell you about the Solar Sandy solution. Don't regret regret not going solar now. The Solar Sandy solution strives to achieve zero power bills or very close to zero. And for over 10 years, my friend Solar Sandy has been helping Arizona families and getting them the federal and state tax credit that helps pay for it. When those bills go up, there's nobody helping you pay your increased power bills. So go to AskSolarSandy.com. That's AskSolarSandy.com and fill out her kilowatt worksheet today. That's AskSolarSandy.com.
Before placing a bet in Arizona, make sure you are using a regulated gaming operator. It's simple. Visit gaming.az.gov/check-your-bet for a list of regulated operators in our state. Be on the lookout for unregulated platforms offering risk-free betting, high bonuses, or only accepting cryptocurrency. If you suspect illegal gaming operations, report it to us at gaming.az.gov/check-your-bet. Together, we can keep gaming safe and fair. Double check before you place your bet at gaming.az.gov. This message is sponsored by the Arizona Department of Gaming.
As we plan for our retirement, there are 4 questions we need to ask ourselves or our retirement planning advisor. How much? How long? How safe? And what cost? Let's start with how much. That is, how much income we think we'll need each and every year for the rest of our lives, including all the activities we want to enjoy during our retirement, like travel, recreation, and entertainment. Plus the cost of housing, including repair and maintenance, taxes, insurance, and utilities, as well as the cost of healthcare, including expenses not covered by Medicare.
Enjoy safe, secure lifetime income of 5 to 9% for life, depending on age and deferral period, with no fee deductions and no annuitizing. Guarantees rely on the financial strength of the insurer, so let's compare free in Scottsdale. For more, visit IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com.
If you're running late to work, speeding may seem like the faster option, but it can actually slow you down. Speeding puts you, your loved ones, and everyone else on the road at risk. It's a dangerous habit that can lead to crashes, fines, and even fatalities. Remember, speeding makes it harder to stop quickly for pedestrians, road crews, or even the unexpected. Speeding is illegal. Slowing down saves lives. For more information, visit slowdown.az.gov. This message is sponsored by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
1580, The Fanatic.
Today's Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. So, all right, we're all set and ready for tomorrow. Scott, the fantasy football king Ingle, will be with us in the 3 o'clock hour to answer your fantasy football questions. Everybody ready? Everybody know what's what? Are you good to go with the Sleeper Fantasy Football app? What do you think of the fantasy app there, Ralph? That's the first time you've used it too, right?
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was very smooth, very easy to use. Probably the best one we've ever used. It's good app.
Yeah, I actually agree, but it is a little short on features. Now, I know there's all sorts of external features they try to put on you, try to get you to spend money over here, bet a thing here, but just focus on the fantasy football aspect of this. And as far as it goes, it's not really tons of research features on there, is there?
Yeah, I think you made a good point when you were like, it was made to be mobile, used on the phone, maybe not the computer. I feel like you're right there.
Because I tried to get on there and use the computer version, and it was great. It was fine, but I was kind of like, there was a point where I wanted to move over from left to right, and they're thinking, well, you're going to use your thumb. I was looking for the little bar that you grab with your mouse and move over. And I had to scroll way down to find that. So it's like, this was a design for a phone, not so much for a computer. But I always like to do my fantasy football stuff on a computer. So it works. It was no big deal, but it is pretty obvious that's the design. So Against the Spread is on the text line, says Fravel. I think he means Vrabel. Vrabel was right about Urban Meyer. We are getting an unfiltered version of Michael Vrabel 2.0. He wants to catch those rats like Jack Nicholson did in The Departed. And can we please continue to give the cradle robber Bill Belichick hell on the air? By the way, I like that TCU pick, Triple H. I'm with you on that one.
Appreciate that against the spread. And yeah, he's just being put in a really like unprecedented, irregular situation where it's a school that doesn't have a ton of focus towards football, but that might change. And he's in North Carolina, which is a lot of times hard to recruit because you're right near a hotbed of SEC schools that are probably going to out-recruit you for a certain talent that comes from there. And so, yeah, I think talent acquisition is going to be his biggest thing. And I think that's going to be ultimately what holds him back.
Cradle robber doesn't even cut it when it's a 50-year difference. I mean, at that point, it's more she is a crypt robber. She's a grave robber because, yeah, I don't even know what to make of it.
What? Well, I mean, she's just after his money. It's kind of obvious.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she actually trademarked the phrase gold digger for part of their business to sell jewelry and stuff like that, leaning into that whole thing.
Crazy.
But, listen, man, if you're worried about Bill Belichick, don't be. And if you're worried about her, don't be. You can clearly see there's weirdness on both sides of that one. But they always say is like, well, okay, she's legal, so it's okay. Man, if I'm her dad, I am beating the hell out of Bill Belichick. I'm punching him in the face.
Are you?
Oh, absolutely. No, absolutely.
You're not like hanging out with him, being buddies with him.
No. He's got an ass kicking coming if he's like dating my daughter.
I'm with Jeffrey. On this
and
one.
he's 70 whatever, and she's 20 something.
Yeah,
ass whooping
Does he
on
even
the
know
way.
he's dating her? I mean, I don't know.
No, he's absolutely aware of it, and I think he knows she's horrible. So he's just like, yeah, I don't care. We're just riding the wave on this one, and she ain't never getting my
It
money.
makes you wonder: is it just a big show?
It's a big show.
Could be
for him to steal checks.
Yeah.
The head coach. I don't think he's serious about being UNC head coach. I think he's hoping they'll buy him out of it, or he's a buyers. Was it?
I am looking. I think it was 3 years. Well, let's take a look.
5
Year,
years?
$50 million. They're paying him $10 million. One of the highest paid coaches in college football.
Well, I know he pays $1 million to get out. What do they pay to get out of him?
There you go. I mean, that would be how much? They would have to
Because
pay.
UNC's got to be thinking,
yeah,
we need to get out of the Bill Belichick
They're
business.
not going to fire him for a long, long time because if they fire him, it's $50 million. That's an expensive freaking buyout. That would probably be like the second biggest buyout behind DeBoer at Alabama. That could happen within
It's a
these
horrible
next couple
deal.
of years. Yeah.
It's a horrible deal,
Yeah.
and now he doesn't have to win. He doesn't have to do well. He just has to get fired.
The hire never made sense to me from the get-go because, again, like it's about recruiting. Like that's what makes college football coaches truly great. And when you're paying them $10 million, you're saying like if you paid them $5 million or $4 million, be like, all right, we're going to turn a corner here. We're going to be a solid program. No, you're paying them $10 million. This is like you're getting into like top tier SEC Big Ten coaches territory.
Oh,
where it's like
Harris.
national champion. So
The expectations of UNC, obvious.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
The expectations of Bill Belichick, whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
But they have erred. Oh, what a mess.
It's a
This
mess.
is going to be probably one of the biggest messes in college football history.
Yeah. He has to have young guys who are like going to hit the nose to the grindstone and get after it in recruiting. Like that's the staff that he needs to hire.
But
Well, maybe he's
the one
got-
thing about Bill Belichick that is absolutely spot on as far as philosophy goes is to run it like an NFL program.
Yeah.
And to get the rules of college football like the NFL, get the programs run like NFL, prepare these guys for the job they really want, and
Yeah.
that is being in the NFL.
Right. And that's a good recruiting angle, but let's hope, right. Mm-hmm. Well,
So, I mean, I would imagine more teams would start doing that, wouldn't you?
start
But
hiring
if
NFL
Bill
guys.
Belichick fails, maybe they won't, right?
Yeah, I think Belichick is such an anomaly because he's in his 70s. Like just starting in college football. It'd be another thing if he was in his 50s. But getting after that when you're in your 70s and recruiting and traveling and oh my gosh, it's a lot of work. So I had my doubts from the beginning, and I've been proven right so far. It's early, but I don't know if they'll.
Yeah, it's
if
one
teams will start
game.
doing
Watch,
it.
he'll come out and they'll have an amazing game.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think UNC might have a rough season. I do.
You know what? And I'm not, as a Colts fan, I'm not worried. I don't care.
Yep.
The biggest problem is neither does Bill Belichick. That's what I think.
That's the problem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time now for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1935, Sir Malcolm Campbell of Kent, England, became the first person to drive over 300 miles an hour when he pushed his 28-foot, 12,000-pound, 2,500 horsepower, 36.7-liter supercharged Rolls-Royce V12 aero-engineered monster, clocking in at an average of 301 over a 2-mile-long pass. Here, take a look
Wow.
at this thing. Have you ever seen this car?
No, I
So
haven't.
here it is, just to prove that this is the real car. This is his Bluebird.
Wow.
It's
Oh,
called Bluebird.
wow. Look at that.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, look at that thing.
Yeah.
Was he, what, did
This
he
is
go
where
out
you
to the,
sit.
yeah.
Looks like a
That's
hot
the
dog.
engine.
Did he go out to the salt flats there, Utah, whatever it is?
Yes, Bonneville Salt Flat in Utah is where he did it. And then after that,
Wow.
he went off to try to break water sport speed records. But I mean, look at how modern that looks. for
Oh, yeah.
1935.
Yeah, look at the
And I thought this
aerodynamic
was
shaping
interesting.
on that. Wow.
Yeah, they have this little cone-shaped hubcap on the front tire, but in the back tire, it's like a crushed metal thing. And at first, I
Mhm.
thought, well, maybe that's just the picture. But then, when you see the color version of that picture, which is from today, so yes, the vehicle survived, all these years, and here it is at somebody's yard. And
Wow.
look at the back tire; it's like a beaten up, crushed kind of metal.
You're
And I
kidding.
don't know how that helps the aerodynamic of it, or if that's just something they did for style.
gotta
But
be for
usually
drag.
You don't see, you don't usually see front and back, but yeah, you see how
Yeah.
the tire, the wheel is in line with the body back here. But why
Yeah.
wouldn't it be here in the front?
Yeah.
I'm a little
Well,
bit
they-
perplexed by the design, but it's a beautiful machine, even from 1935.
Thing I notice is all those pipes come out of the cowling there.
That's
Look at all those.
engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's
Oh,
that? 12,
wow.
that's what 12 cylinder probably.
Wow.
That is correct. It's a V12, 36.7 liters. My God,
Dang.
that is a hell of a car.
Yeah, it is. No
Crazy.
kidding.
For 1935, it was just, they really had it sorted out. I mean, you could see where some of the problems are aerodynamically still, but
Yeah.
for the most part, that's ahead of its time, beyond it. ahead of its
Absolutely.
time. All right. Well, we are beyond our time, and or we're right on time. I don't know what time it is. So, are you going to come back tomorrow to say hi to Scott the King, or was this your weekly appearance?
I might have to. How do I not? That's my Seahawk brother.
Oh, he's a
Yeah, maybe
Seahawk
you don't
fan.
need to be on.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't. If you show up, you show up. Whatever. But yes, tomorrow we'll have Scott, Fantasy Football King Ingle, and of course, the football season starts here on 1580 The Fanatic. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. It's the Daily Blender. Good night.
To all my friends in Arizona,